Well, hello. I yeah, I'm in a bit of a frenzy finishing everything up. There's a lot of stuff I had to do today, okay? A lot of stuff I had to do. So, I I'm just gonna sit and chat with you all for the next 10 minutes or so, and then you can see the super secret surprise. Cause that's what's happening. Yup. I want to check in with something. There we go. Just making sure that stream's going well and such. Let's go. Alright. And now I have to go set up all this other stuff. All secret. All of it. Man, I can't remember the last time I logged into this. Do I even know the password? Oh, but Google might know the password. um... Let's see. Go ahead and click this. Click the new. Sorry, I wanted to start the thing early to make sure, like, to, get people here and stuff for the announcement, the big ol' announcement. Hey, Veroff, I'm doing pretty good. Still a bit sore, not 100%, but, like, able to do stuff, essentially. Like, it's not the worst thing ever. Also, too, I don't have, I want to just double check to make sure that my screen capture, my screen capture's not on, but yeah, I have to do some secret stuff, while we're waiting. We have the same headset. I love this headset. It's so nice. Won't tell. No. I'm not. I can't break it. I would get in a lot of trouble if I did. I would get in so much trouble if I did, actually. Actually, probably not that much trouble, but enough where I will not be breaking anything. No breaking. Okay, so we'll do this. I need to, I have this weird hangnail, and I don't know where my nail clippers are, so we're just gonna use this. It's not in a good spot. Please? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. Okay, I at least got part of it with that one. Try it one more time. I think the blade is too thick to do anything further. Okay, well, I'll just have to deal with it until maybe today I'll get some nail clippers. Alright. Let's make sure this is all set. I guess I can watch that on stream. You don't get to know what I'm gonna watch on stream, but I will watch it on stream. Hey, good morning, e-girl boy. I love your name, by the way. Are the patch notes anytime soon? Yes, and a special surprise. All right, patch notes are technically in an hour, but in 5 minutes I will have a bonus surprise that I cannot mention quite yet. Thanks, Entity. I appreciate that. I have a super secret. I'm just, doing a couple things off screen right now to make sure that the super secret is ready. Because I cannot tell the super secret yet. But I can in 5 minutes and like 20 seconds or something like that, Something like that. Okay, so that should be it's scheduled. And then I have to go to this website and do this. I know I have to do all this stuff. And I couldn't just start the stream like right at 11 because then no one would be here for the super secret. So but yeah, the stream is obviously the best place for the super secret. Okay. Oh, submit. Okay, okay. Hopefully this doesn't get deleted by mods. It might get deleted by mods. Do 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 do. This hangnail is bothering me. I got it. Sorry, I had to. It was really bothering me. How do I attach? Oh, images. No, I definitely am not attaching an image or a video. I would never. I would never. Onto an unknown site. Don't worry, they won't see it before you all do. They're not gonna see anything. Oh, do I? Blair. Yeah, I'm on Reddit. Y'all know now. It doesn't really go into any of these. Game pull. I didn't say anything. I said nothing. Okay, and we have it marked. All right, that should be ready to go. That should be ready to go. We got 3 minutes, and then this should be ready to go. There's a lot to do, okay? There's a lot. You will, Archer. I love content. Thanks for teaching me the game. Aw, hey, welcome to the community. How are you feeling health-wise? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still pretty sore from like the incisions, but I'm feeling better. Like I'm feeling like I can do things again in my life without just completely being in pain. Like yesterday, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I emptied and loaded the dishwasher. I had not been able to do that for 7 months. Do you know how freaking bad it feels? Like I kept having to order food because I couldn't freaking take a plate out. Like that's how bad it was. That was so annoying. Although, you know, ordered food does taste pretty freaking good, but I also like home cooked meals too, and I couldn't cook, which sucked. Because it hurts so much to empty and load the freaking dishwasher. My mom came and helped me one day to empty and load the dishwasher. I mean, also for the surgery as well, but she like did my dishes for me so I could eat regular food. All right, 10:58 my time. I'm about 2 minutes out. Everything should be scheduled. I'm excited. Here, I guess I should open up this too. I think I'm just gonna play. I didn't say anything. All right, fine, I'll say something. All right, 1 minute out anyway. I'm gonna play the video that I have. It's only 1 minute long, and then we will talk about it afterwards. I'm still waiting though. I'm a very patient person. You know, I'm gonna submit enter for like 3 things and then show you a video and we'll talk about it. Yes, that is what we will do. Okay, so let's move this to this screen. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, I almost clicked play. It's only 10:59. We can't push play yet. That would break the secret. All right. We'll do it after. All right, it's 11. We can do it. We can do it. Okay, all right. I'm going to play it right now just for you all. All right. Oh, about it. No. Oh, no, no. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to turn this on. All right. Here we go. It's time. In about an hour, we are about to get a huge balance patch. However, there's something a little bit secret that Riot's been holding back from you all, and it's also that we'll be getting some new cards as well. Luckily for me, they gave me one of the cards to spoil to you an hour early. This card was designed and made with the idea that PNZ doesn't really have a great way of dealing with go wide boards. It pretty much has Static Shock and True Shot Barrage, and that's about it. However, other regions have things such as Withering Wail, Avalanche, and even Make It Rain. So Riot decided that they wanted a way to deal with this, and that's how we got the new card, Rocket Barrage. Rocket Barrage is a 5-mana, slow speed spell that does 3 damage to one enemy unit and 1 damage to all other enemy units. The deck that I most likely see this card fitting in is Caitlyn and Ezreal, as Ezreal is able to level up from the card, as well as Caitlyn, along with her flash bombs, can work their ways to be able to deal with units. On top of that, Rocket Barrage works really well with Noxian cards such as Noxian Guillotine and Scorched Earth. So I hope you enjoyed the card, and make sure to check it out this next patch, and don't let the daring poros bite. Alright, so there it is. We are getting some new cards. Oh no. No, you weren't supposed to see this. Okay, there we go. Hey, alright, so this is the new card that Riot gave me to spoil. There are 2 other ones as well, which I'll be going over. Yeah, so new card. So as I said in the video, the whole idea of this card was, hey, PNZ doesn't really have a great way to deal with go wide boards. You know, elusives can run it over, spiders can even run it over in some cases, and this is what Riot decided. Instead of doing like, hey, we're gonna just like, you know, patch a different card and like make it do something different and like change its you know, the way that it works, they decided for PNZ it was best to just give it a full card entirely. So this is what they decided. You know, as I said, I think that Caitlyn Ezreal, it's what makes the most sense in it, just so that kind of like mid-range control-y deck can deal with units a little bit easier. Works well with flash bombs, works well with Ravenous Flock, works well with Scorched Earth. You know, there's a lot of stuff that it goes well with. So that's what I see it. I feel like there's some other like Noxian control decks too that it could go with, but those are the main ones, I think. I don't know. Patch notes are an hour. Good to see you, Dan guy. Where is this from? This Riot gave me this card to release it early. It's going to be out tomorrow. So I know where the other ones are coming from. So here. There's I mean, it's public knowledge now. There are 2 other cards that are being spoiled. One of them I don't think has been shown yet. I'm looking at them, and the other one, man, I wonder if I can just like pull it out. Probably not. I don't know. Let me just take a look at this. The other one. Man, wouldn't it be embarrassing if I like got the time wrong and spoiled it an hour early? Yeah, that would be pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it be? That would be very embarrassing. I definitely didn't do that though, so it's fine. I'm just trying to find this specific Discord that may or may not have another one of the cards. I mean, it's already, you know, been spoiled and all, but if not, I mean, maybe I can just like yoink it from somewhere else. I have like almost 200 discords, so like I'm scrolling all of them. I don't even know if there's a way to search your discords. It cannot be that low. Maybe I'm not even part of it. Am I not even part of it? There's no way. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I don't know, maybe the, oh wait, you know what? I should just go to the Legends of Runeterra Twitter, you know? That's probably the way to do it, huh? Okay. Well, They so far haven't retweeted anyone yet, so like I said, it should it should be out soon, but yeah, I will see who. But yeah, there's two other cards. Yup. I guess I should have. Oh,
Stream a strike spell.
Oh, he's looking at mine. Okay, I was gonna say, I wonder if Swim like has the other one or not. I mean, I know who does. It's but still. I should actually tag Runeterra in the post. I didn't, but I definitely should have. It's too late now though. I messed it up. You know, so here I made a tweet for it, obviously. We'll go ahead and turn on this display cap again. Oh no, if I do that, it'll mess up. Okay, now I'll do it. Yeah. So yeah, here it is. I need to. I'll just add thanks at Runeterra for giving me this card to spoil early. There. I did it. I'm a good content creator, I promise. Oh, alright. Swim pulled up the other card. Maybe Runeterra has tweeted it. If not, I will yoink from his stream. Because although, actually, you know, I can just screen cap. No, I can't. I'm gonna wait for the people or who are supposed. Oh wait, no, I know where he got this from. Never mind. This is from the LOR Discord. Is the another one that was spoiling cards. So I'm just gonna go ahead and yoink that. There we go. Yoink. All right. So this is from the Play Runeterra Discord. It is Desert Duel. It is a 3-mana slow speed spell. Give an enemy -2/0 this round. An ally and the enemy strike each other. So it's kind of like a slow single combat in Shurima that gives the opponent -2/0. So then ideally you get a favorable trade instead of just, you know, just killing both your units for 3 mana. Oh yeah, there's, yeah. So yeah. If I go out, I had this set up for a reason. Boom. And well, that's also a bit awkward because I had the display capture up. All right, no, like I said, I'm a professional streamer. Don't you worry. I've never messed this up before. Okay. But yes, what do y'all think about this card? Are these cards fan-made? Nope. These are real cards. They're coming out tomorrow. Nope, these are real. Like, Riot, don't you worry. Riot gave me an email and was like, hey, would you like to spoil a card for us? And I was like, heck yeah, I would. And then they gave me this card. I did not make it up. Well, so the idea of this card is to help fix things. This isn't just like this card, for lack of a better term, this isn't just like a for fun card that they're adding to the game. This card specifically is made with the idea that PNZ has a very low win rate, I assume, against go wide boards, and it's kept some PNZ decks from being able to even exist. So this is here to help fix that. That's the idea behind it. It's not just like, oh wow, let's just you know, print more cards for funsies. But oh, you can see nothing. My bad. Here. Sorry, I'll fix that. Like I said, pro streamer. I promise. All right. Oh, all right. Yeah. So yeah, this card isn't just printed for funsies of like, oh, let's just put some new cards in the game. You know, that'll make everyone excited again, right? No. This card, like I said, was made with the idea to deal with the region's weakness of not being able to deal with go wide boards. Like I mentioned in my video that at the time PNZ pretty much has Static Shock and like True Shot Barrage, and of course, you know, it does have Mystic Shot and such too, but that doesn't really deal with go wide boards very well. It doesn't deal with spiders, for instance, which is a very prevalent aggro deck right now. It doesn't deal with like Poro Cannon decks that vomit Poros, or even like Bandle City that plays a bunch of, you know, small units, and then they play Yorls and Arms and win the game. This is the idea that you can take care of those before it gets too out of hand, and Yorls and Arms just isn't just flat out winning everything. So this is meant to give other archetypes and regions ways to deal with like the board strength of of Bandle City, for instance. Still kind of expensive, and a lot of go wide boards have 2 health. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it is very expensive. I think I personally would like to see it fast. I feel like 5 mana fast, it can make sense. Like, you know, it's more similar to Withering Wail in that sense. And even then, fast is still pretty strong. I think slow is a bit spooky overall. I think slow is very spooky. But I think 4 mana, it probably becomes a bit too good. That's a lot of damage for 4 mana, but definitely, you know, 3 mana or 5 mana slow, it's questionable at times. I think it'll be interesting to see exactly where it fits into. PNC Withering Wail is nice. Yeah. Like I said, though, it is slow. Withering Wail is fast. But yeah, Ezreal Senna, it does, the initial 3 damage does work with Ezreal. I don't believe the 1 damage to all other enemies, it's not targeted, so that doesn't work, but it does level up Ezreal 1 time. Oh, PNC and Funsmith does sound pretty fun. Yes, it would work very, very well with Funsmith. Funsmith Barrage kind of nice. Yeah, Funsmith and Barrage pretty nice. Note that this does not hit the Nexus. Here, I will show... here, I will show the video once again, because in the video it has the card in action for anyone that missed it. It is currently on my YouTube channel. So here, I am pulling that up for you all. There we go. In about an hour, we are about to get a huge balance patch. However, there's something a little bit secret that Riot's been holding back from you all, and it's also that we'll be getting some new cards as well. Luckily for me, they gave me one of the cards to spoil to you an hour early. This card was designed and made with the idea that PNC doesn't really have a great way of dealing with go wide boards. It pretty much has Static Shock and True Shot Barrage, and that's about it. However, other regions have things such as Withering Wail, Avalanche, and even Make It Rain. So Riot decided that they wanted a way to deal with this, and that's how we got the new card, Rocket Barrage. Rocket Barrage is a 5 mana, slow speed spell that does 3 damage to 1 enemy unit and 1 damage to all other enemy units. The deck that I most likely see this card fitting in is Caitlyn and Ezreal, as Ezreal is able to level up from the card, as well as Caitlyn, along with her flash bombs, can work their ways to be able to deal with units. On top of that, Rocket Barrage works really well with Noxian cards such as Noxian Guillotine and Scorched Earth. So I hope you enjoyed the card, and make sure to check it out this next patch, and don't let the daring Poros bite. Okay, so we have that, and then we have Mogwai's card. So this is the 3rd and final one. Targon City Yasuo. It's Celestial Wonder. It is a fast speed 5-cost spell, stun to enemies. And of the 3 cards, I think this one is the best. I feel like we will definitely see some Targon Yasuo players with this. I wonder why Riot gave this one to Mogwai. I guess we'll never know. So, Celestial Wonders enables Targon to stun at fast speed without the need for landmark focus deck. Looks pretty powerful for the region in my opinion. Can allow late game invoke decks to stall a bit more and effectively versus aggressively mid-range builds. So I assume that is what, you know, the devs told me, hey, this is why we made this card. I am assuming this is what they told Mogwai is, hey, Targon doesn't really have a great way of dealing with the mid-range decks. I assume when they said mid-range, they mean Demacia. I don't know if that's true, but I assume they mean Demacia. So that's my thought of what they were saying. Targon doesn't have a good way to deal with Demacia. It can deal with Bandle City pretty well already, but maybe the slower mid-range decks are giving it too much of an issue, and that is why they printed this spell. Reaction video of the patch notes incoming. Okay, yeah, more plugs. Good one, Mogwai. Thumbs up. I should be doing that. I should be taking notes from content creators that know what they're doing. Okay, okay. You know what? I already had to add Plague Runeterra to it, so don't worry about it. Goodbye, Spider Aggro. That's kind of why the card was made, but not actually to like say goodbye. Just help PNZ out a bit. All right, I'm gonna go talk to chat some. Hello, chat. Oh. Okay. Here, let's do that. Now I have to look over here. Hello. Hey, thanks for. I saw these lights turn red when people follow, so I saw my like area flash red real quick. So I was like, oh hey, thanks for the follow. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so sorry. I'll try to catch up on things. Graphics card dying real time. It's definitely not. It's new. It's very new. It's a 3070 Ti. It's pretty good. It's just because it's very intensive to be streaming from a single computer with everything up. I have like multiple programs up right now, and yeah. So yes, we are new cards. You know, there's the Shurima card. Bro, what are these cards? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that you're saying that. Oh, it's a patch drop tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon if you're in NA, I believe. Oh, also too, hi, Hateful Nate. I forgot to say hi earlier. You said stuff at the very beginning of the stream. I missed it. I'm sorry about that. Hey, welcome. We see the patch notes already? No, it will be up in 45 minutes. So that's... Alright, on Reddit, they said there's 33 balance changes. So, we'll have to see what those are. Does this mean they also told you patch notes early? Not necessarily. Did I miss everything? Nope, patch notes are in 45 minutes and the card reveals are now. What if it's just April Fool's 2 days early? It's not. It's real. Targon City, Yasuo? Targon City, Yasuo? Holy shit. Meta shake-up time. Yeah, hopefully. Personally, I just don't want to see Gnar everywhere I go, okay? I really don't want to see Gnar everywhere I go. I'd like to see a couple PNZ nerfs. I would like to see some Bilgewater buffs, personally. I love Bilgewater, and it feels like it's lost its identity completely in the game, and I really hate that. Why did I get an ad? I got scammed. Sorry, Rodeni. But thanks for supporting the channel. What was the third card reveal they gave? Okay, I think I had it screenshotted at one point. I need to go grab it. You know what? It should be on the Legends of Runeterra Twitter, so let me just grab it. It is a 3-mana Shurima slow speed spell that has two units do combat against each other, and it gives the enemy -2/0. Play Runeterra has not retweeted them yet. Wait, that is not Play Runeterra, is it? That's a fake one. That's Play Runeterra with 1 R. Good one. They got me. Alright, no, they have retweeted it. They haven't retweeted, or they haven't, Legends of Runeterra Discord posted the Shurima one, and or maybe it's on, it has to be on Reddit, right? Reddit has never failed us one time ever. They don't do that. Reddit never fails. All right, let's see if we can find it. Yep, here it is. Desert Duel. I will just screenshot it real quick and then move this over. Here we go. Desert Duel. Hey, Nachos, I'm doing great. Who loves Silverfields the most? Chat. That's Rodini. Most people here don't even know me. Hello. It's yours, a Mogwai, and there's also, this one is from the Legends of Runeterra Discord. Swim didn't get any, it's only 3. He's just, going off of Mogwai and I in the Legends of Runeterra Discord. Can Rocket Barrage go face? No, it does not go face. Wait, is Shurima card that forces combat between two cards on the same board? Cool. Yeah. It's not quite like grappling hook because it doesn't have the you need to like, you know, target the unit first. But it has kind of a similar feeling to it. Not sure how I feel about Desert Duel. It feels worse than single strike, or you're talking about single combat. It is worse than single combat, I would say, but important to note that just because of region identity, like Demacia is all about striking, you know, concerted strike and single combat and stuff like that. So you have to think of it that way as well, I suppose. Yes, this does help Renekton. It definitely does. It helps Mono Shurima, funny enough. Like, this card's actually really good for Mono Shurima. It's just worse because slow speed, yeah. Slow speed definitely makes things a bit tough. My card being a slow speed as well definitely makes it a bit tough. Patch notes are in 40 minutes. Desert Duel is nuts. Oh, you're really liking the card. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it helps Mono Shurima quite a bit. I mean, a lot of things can help Mono Shurima. Gifts for Renekton. Har 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 har. Shurima Fiora. That was played for a bit because of Riot Negation. This does help Shurima Fiora a bit. However, I think Fiora isn't like too bad of a spot to be played. I think ever since Minimorph got printed, Fiora is pretty much impossible to play now. Even if she was a 3/3, I feel like people wouldn't be able to play her right now because of Minimorph just kind of makes it impossible. Yeah, grappling hook. Yeah, as I mentioned before, grappling hook, you first have to target a unit before you can use it, so it is essentially more than 3 mana. And does take 2 cards out of hand, which is a big deal where this one only takes 1 card out of hand. I feel like in Sivir decks, this card makes a lot of sense. You know, she has Sivir, even Sivir doing it herself, it gives you reputation. Well, if you're playing reputation, it gives you reputation. It also, she has the spell shield, so it's pretty hard to interact with, and because you're giving your opponent -2/0, it also makes it where hopefully her 5/3 body doesn't die, or her 6/4, she's already leveled up. But I think that's a possibility that could be pretty decent, and like a LeBlanc Sivir deck would be kind of cool. I'm not necessarily using LeBlanc to strike because she does only have 2 health, but that deck has kind of made a comeback recently. Shurima has removal for its own units. Akshan Sivir, yeah, Akshan Sivir. Rocket would be dope at fast speed. I feel like it'd be pretty good at fast speed. I think it'd be like real. I think it'd be like really good at fast speed. I kind of wish it was, because it'd be nice if someone played like Yorls and Arms, and then I can like react with Rocket Barrage and just like wipe out their board. That sounds great. Desert is a harsh mistress. But there are a few that Desert Duel would be nuts on. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm pretty much just chatting here until we get, you know, the next, the patch notes here in 37 minutes. Kind of like a super withering wail. Yeah, it is, because the 3 damage is still important. I mean, 3 damage kills a lot of different units in this game. A lot of units in this game. I mean, it does say enemy too. So this can hit champions. In the reveal video, it's hitting Elise. So that's important. If it was only followers, it would be a lot worse. It would be so much worse. But it does hit champions as well. That's super important. How many new cards do we expect? There are 3 in total. 2 of them are on the screen right now. The last one is Celestial Wonder, which is a 5 mana.
Hi Silver Fuse, I'm glad to see you back in the community. Glad to hear your surgery went well. Take care, smile.
Thank you so much, Movie. I appreciate the 100 bits, and thanks for the well wishes as well. Good to see ya. The other one is Celestial Wonder, and here, I will just go to that right now, because it's... Wait, I can just open up another Twitter page, and, we'll just... Oh, here. Alright, here, I'm gonna just, yoink this real quick. Here's the other card. The ability to hit champions is what makes Minimorph, I don't know exactly what that word is, and Whimsy cheap. Oh, the difference between Whimsy and Minimorph. Yeah, that's a huge difference. Great Targon didn't have enough cards. Hey, Dan. Hey, Love and Flow. Targon didn't have enough cards. It didn't have ways to deal with mid-range, and that was their idea of why they created the card. Yeah, Targon does have a lot of cards, though, I think. Well, with Celestials and Invokes and stuff. Withering Grass mix. It is like a Withering Grass mix. It really, that's a good way to explain it. You know, it doesn't have the heal, obviously. It's like a Withering Grass mix without the heal, and it is slow. It is kind of a 2 cards in 1 in that way. That is a good way to think about it. Yeah, Rodini, I think it's just because it's really hard to test. In my game that I used to play called The Elder Scrolls Legends, they would give you a new card at the end of each month, but it would be a pretty like solid build around card. So you'd have new archetypes every single month because they would print, like they wouldn't make it OP either. It would be very playable. Like it would just give you a unique idea to test things out with a card. And that was really, really nice. Actually, I think at one point I told the devs, I was like, hey, can you like please do that? Like just give us 1 card each month for us to be able to mess around with. And I don't mean something like I said, more build around. Like an example would be like Undying would be a good example, where even though it's not like the greatest card ever, it gives you interesting things to mess around with. Karina Varaza as a standalone card or something like that, or like things like that would be really nice. Do you think that you could be a good idea to add a Celestial Landmark? They kind of already have one. The 2 mana, something peak or something like that. Here, I'll open it up on Mobalytics. It's essentially a Celestial Landmark. It's the 2 mana and then countdown 2, create 2. Like I said, I forgot the direct name for it, but it does exist. It's called Star-Tipped Peak. This one right here. Wait, it got bigger when I moved screens. This one. Countdown 2, create 2 random celestial cards that cost 3 or less in hand. I would consider that a Celestial Landmark, but you're saying this says Celestial at the top. It's something within the pool. I feel like it would not necessarily make sense right now, but could in the future. Open up chat again. Riot Silverfuse win. Not anytime soon, because I will never move to LA. Okay, I will never move to Los Angeles. I live in the middle of the Midwest, and it's too cheap to live here. It's way too cheap in here to live here. And LA, they spend, I would guess, 10 to 20 times the amount I do on my internet. And their internet's worse than mine. It's really weird to me that they're spending thousands of dollars on bad internet. Yeah, peace and quiet and cheap rent. Exactly. Like, it's so quiet here, and it is so cheap to live here in the Midwest. I live in Kansas City. Like, it's just way too cheap to live here. It's what allows me to do what I do. If I lived in Los Angeles, there's no way I could ever be like a streamer and stuff. There's no way. But I live in the Midwest. It's nice and cheap. Moved to Alaska, internet is trash, and $120 a month. Yeah, that's expensive. I don't know if $120 is cheaper for some people. That's expensive internet. I have 1,000 whatever down, or I don't even know what it is, but I have great internet and it is much cheaper than $120 a month. And it never goes out. I never have issues. It's great. Being webbed up for a living, I sadly cannot go live or go live in the most remote area on Earth. Wait, I thought for a web developer, wait, I don't know exactly if you're like freelancer or what though. Yeah, Casey has Google Fiber is OP. Yep, I have Google Fiber. It is so OP. It's so great. When I had Spectrum, it was the worst thing ever. It would go out every Friday night at midnight. they would do repairs Friday night at midnight, the time where I'm awake and doing stuff, and they're deciding to patch their internet at the time. It makes no sense. Google, it like never goes out ever. Google Fiber is the best thing ever. I freaking love it. Hey, good to see ya, Frankie. Is today the day? Is this a silver fuse in my dreaming? Hello, hi, it's me. I'm here. Probably a dream. True. Canada's a big country where a lot of places don't have internet. Oh, I can't imagine. My parents live, they don't live in Kansas City, but they live in the Midwest too, and they live on the countryside, just like a mile outside of the city limits. So they don't have the option to upgrade their internet at all. They don't have dial-up, but they have literally the worst high-speed internet you can possibly have. It is so freaking bad. I tried uploading a 20-minute YouTube video from their house one time, like when I was visiting them. It took 16 hours. It took 16 hours to upload a 20-minute video. It usually takes me 2 minutes to upload a 20-minute video. 16 hours. Oh, they have 4. I don't know if that's megabytes per second or what that is, but yeah, it was the worst internet. It's so bad, and they don't even have the option to upgrade. It's just not an option. I feel like that's kind of like what I'm hearing it. Can that even be called high speed? Well, it's not dial-up, so I guess it is high speed. I don't even know. Okay, but 90% of Canada live in big city, and everyone has good internet. Yeah, 90% sounds about correct in that case. Where it's like people like my parents who live outside the city that just have terrible internet. Because Canada's population is pretty concentrated in their cities. It is like that for a good amount of the population in the US too. But there's a lot of people that live like in outskirts on stuff. Just outside the city limits. Wonder why I wasn't following already. Hey, welcome. You see the pretty lights go red whenever you follow. I've been seeing them. It's been reflecting in my screen some every once in a while. Most of the time I've been not noticing it though. So, yes. This good internet. Patch notes about 30 minutes. While we're waiting here, because I know you all want some entertainment, and I'm okay at this streaming thing, but you don't have cameras so they can't see. Oh my gosh. Thanks. Hey, now I'm entertaining. Okay, I'm gonna play my Yu-Gi-Oh! Legends of Runeterra video, the video that everyone loves. Camera. All right, maybe should I chill first? Now I feel embarrassed. Jeez. Here, 1 second. Should I play? I'm wondering if I should play the what do you call it? The Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. 40 minutes and no cam. Wait, I had cam most of the time. Right? I know I didn't have it for some of it, but I thought I had it for most of it. Here, I'm gonna play this. Wait. Y'all can see. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. You won't get to see all of my secret files of me doing thumbnails and saving cards and videos. Yes. It's funny because I really don't have anything to hide, but I still just don't like it being there. No, see here? All right, there you go. This is what my surprise was. I got to reveal this card. There's some people here that might not have seen it yet, maybe. Yep, there it is. Full beauty. Like, this card's so much more than double stun. It will help PNZ out a bit. I like how it works with some of the Noxus cards like Ravenous Flock and stuff. I think like maybe he's playing like Caitlyn Ezreal perhaps. It'll depend on what the meta looks like though after the changes. Like, this card feels like it was kind of printed to deal with either like, the elusives and then like the wideness that Bandle City can go. I'm hoping those maybe both get nerfed a little bit and then this card is less necessary. but I'm not for sure. Yo, Rocket Barrage looks lit. Yeah, I was talking about Cephalopod that I could see it being in like Noxus P&Z or like control mid-range deck. Like, you know, works with Ravenous Flock really well, works with Scorched Earth. Should have been fast though. I really wish it was fast. I think the card's pretty freaking good if it's fast. It's slow, it's a bit spooky. But it gives PNZ a way to take back the board, which PNZ did not have before. True Shot Barrage was not it. At Fast to be Giga Broken, yeah, it'd be pretty freaking strong. Yeah, I mean, the way that some people kind of explain this card is they said it's Grasp and Withering Wail together as slow and no heal. Which I think that's actually a pretty decent way to think about it. Like, it does give some pretty solid things. Hexite Crystal sends its regards. That's a very different thing, though. Hexite Crystal isn't a card you can main deck. And there is definitely some RNG to actually finding the Hexite Crystal as well. You can say there's some variance in RNG to like, or variance I should say, to finding the cards you put within your deck, but Hexite Crystal requires a bit more than that. Whale plus Mystic and no heal more, or Whale plus Mystic, no heal more accurate. Yeah. That makes sense actually. Because with Grasp that'd be doing 4. 4 Grasp with Whale would be 4 instead of 3. Hey, good. Thank you so much, Caesar. Yes, I'm doing pretty well. Still, honestly, I'm still like a decently sore, but nothing that usually some Tylenol doesn't take care of. It's getting better though.
Their day.
Hey. Hello, thank you so much, not be juggles at all. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Really do appreciate that. Patch notes out. Bomb buffed now 4/5. Yes. That is one of the last things I think they would do. Remember when they buffed Braum to a 1/5? Patch notes are in 3 minutes. Remember when they buffed Braum to a 1/5 and he became broken? He became like mega broken as a 1/5. No Turkish patch notes leak. They always, it feels like we get a bunch of leaks and just not this time. I didn't want to have to type. Oh, there it is. They'll post the patch notes on time, right? Have you checked out today's early card reveals? Over. Oh, cool. I'll like that. Pog. That's right. I said Pog out loud. Cringe if you may. You already make a Keg Rocket Barrage deck? I have not. It does sound pretty fun though. That sounds like a lot of fun. Also too, Funsmith Keg Rocket Barrage. If only it hit face too. Island patch notes. Just got back from class and it's the first thing I'm gonna make when the patch drops. I want to see what the patch is before like I decide what I'm gonna play. Because it is 33 changes according to that Reddit post, so I'm really hoping they do some things to shake it up. I want a Riptide Rex buff so freaking bad. I want Bilgewater to be back in the meta. I love kegs. I love the feeling of Bilgewater. Please buff Bilgewater, please. No leaks from Brazil either. Dang it. Blast. Here, I will, I'm gonna update my stream info that says patch notes because it's in 1 minute apparently. 1 minute. I think we revert a lot of old nerfs, but mostly I want to see them tweaking bag archetypes like Kegs and Riptide Rex. Exactly, we're on the same page here. Summon the patch notes. Summon the patch notes. Please summon patch notes, Rito. summon the patch notes. I want Ladros into Dread again. You can still do it, Dreadway into Ladros. Just not from concurrent timelines, obviously. Oh, there's the, yeah, the Runeterra Discord has it. Bum bum. Do 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 do. Refresh. Hey, let's go. Let's check it out. You know what? If I make a YouTube video, which honestly I'm unsure if I will or not, but you know what? We could have chat in the YouTube video, right, chat? Say hello to YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Wait, it should be over here, right? All right. Thanks for saying hi to YouTube. They say hi back. I think it's going to be like this. Oh, F11. Yes, we know our hotkeys. Oh, no. All right. Gotta move you all back. There you all are, chat. Thanks for saying hi to YouTube. All right. First card we've already talked about, but for YouTube, yeah, card. Actually, sorry, YouTube. I'm just gonna pass up. You know, Targon City Yasuo. Yeah, I already said this, so sorry. I said it on the stream earlier, and this was my card that you all saw the video for. Yep. Let's get to the updates. Let's go. Okay, Aphelios. Aphelios isn't changing directly, but we're bundling these moon weapon updates in the champion section since they explicitly affect his gameplay. Okay. So he's still a 3-mana 3/3 is what they're saying. Gifts from Beyond. 1 to 2. All moon weapons cost 3 to 2. So they are essentially reverting Aphelios back to 2-cost weapons. Hopefully they do more than that because he's going to be incredibly broken if they only do this. I wonder if they've changed Veiled Temple as well. Do they just want Aphelios back? I don't know. Oh no, apparently I can't, I have to have this up. Okay. Crescendum. Summon a 2-cost follower from your deck, was what it used to be, but it's now summon a 2-cost follower from your regions. Okay, so it's a bit more RNG heavy and you're no longer tutoring something from your deck. You get to summon something, but you don't know what it is. So it still does something. It's unfortunate because I really like tutors in this game and Riot really seems to hate tutors, but you could not leave this card the way it was and change these moon weapons to 2. We all saw what happened, okay? We saw Boxtopus summon as a 3/4 and then people become really sad. I am a bit surprised Aphelios is a 3-mana 3/3. I don't really know what gets to kill him. Okay, yeah, that's it, I think, for this package. So before Aphelios, you know, had Veiled Temple, which would give him +1/+1, and that would make him pretty much unkillable, you know, refilling the mana and stuff as well. But now he's still a 3-mana 3/3. At one point, they tried making him a 3-mana 3/2, and that wasn't enough, if I remember correctly, and then they nerfed the moon weapons. So at a 3-mana 3/3, I think he's pretty insanely strong, even with this change. Even with the Crescendum change, just because his utility that he gives is pretty nuts. And really the pool of 2-cost cards from what I'm thinking of Targon and PNZ is pretty good. Like you can still play Crescendum and boom, Goat, or boom, Ballistic Bot. Like Ballistic Bot isn't as good now, but it used to be really good. But I don't know, you can get some really good 2-cost cards from those regions. Let's go on to Azir. Level up requirements, it used to be 13 units, it's now 13 units or landmarks. This is really good for Mono Shurima, obviously, because it summons a landmark right at the start. It would work with Azir Aurelia technically as well, because you do the little like sand soldier thingy. So boom, Broadwing. Wait, you'd have to be, that's if you're playing Targon Demacia though. I was thinking PNZ. I don't know why. I guess like it used to be PNZ Splash once upon a time. You could play Zoe Aphelios with literally anything, though. You're right. So Mana Shurima stands. Yes, we unite. I like the Azir change. Me too. This feels pretty good. I like how it works with... it actually helps... It helps Mono Shurima more because of like ancient preparations and stuff too. I think it fits Shurima theme pretty well. Like the Azir change, but it makes me think that the links might be true. Well, so far they are, right? I saw them on Reddit. So far the leaks are true, and honestly, I didn't believe that the leaks were true. So this is it's a bit spooky because I was kind of on the leaks. I was like, this kind of seems like a, I don't know, it seemed a bit fan made, but maybe it's not. Gnar base stats 3-3 and then 5-5. So they just took away an attack from him in both forms. Still has quick attack, still has, you know, overwhelm, still has quick attack. Still gonna be pretty good, I feel like. Not as kooky as he was before, but still pretty good. There's cases, I mean, there's cases where at 4 mana 3-3 quick attack, he won't be able to attack anymore. Pantheon level base stats, he just lost 1 attack on both things. I think that's a really good change. I love Pantheon. He's one of my favorite cards they've released in the last few months, but he definitely was a bit too strong. Pyke base stats from 2-3 to 1-3. Okay. So Death from Below gets a decent nerf, and then Pyke being able to level up is also a pretty decent nerf. It's not... I don't know. I don't know if I found it as necessary. Here. I don't know if sorry, I had to message. I'm also still managing Swim's channel, so I had to message the editor for his channel as well. So it's busy for me. Okay, so yeah, 1-3. I don't know. I don't really care for this change personally. I don't know if Lurk was feeling like it really needed a nerf personally. I know some people might disagree, but I think Lurk has a pretty like divergent playstyle, and that a lot of people enjoy playing it, and it's very rewarding to see your units, you know, get big units and stuff like that. And it didn't really feel like it was like taking over competitive play or the latter either. So I would have, I don't know. I don't think this nerf was super necessary personally. Rumble. Okay. Requirement, I've dealt 12 damage. Sorry, I will bring the chat back up. Oh, I'm so bad at this. I've seen allied mecha Yordles deal 12 damage. Okay, so instead of him having to attack his allied mecha Yordles, he could be a bit more of a bench sitter now than before, which we've seen Runeterra is usually a good thing for a card, not a bad thing for a card. So this is to help him level up easier, and I think this will help him quite a bit, actually. Lurk never felt super toxic like Yordles and ARMS. Yeah, like Lurk feels like you have to work for it. Yeah, the Rumble change is good. So got an extra attack, got an extra attack, got an extra attack, got an extra health, got an extra health. Okay. So really just kind of buffed all the Mecha Yordles, which will help with I've seen Mecha Yordles. So I guess I mean, I've never even seen Rumble played, I don't think. And I really personally wasn't that interested in playing him myself. So yeah, I guess he was a bit underpowered along with all of his followers. I like it how they didn't just buff Rumble and say, okay, we're done here. And they were like, we also need to buff the followers too. I think that's really good. So I think this change is fine overall, and I keep misclicking. Okay. Ooh, Victor? Hex core upgrade now costs 0. Ooh. That's actually a really big change. Like all the time, I love playing Victor, okay? And whenever I play him, I'm like, oh, I need a bank of mana. So then, you know, I get 4 mana, I can, you know, play a card to, you know, buff him. and then ideally too, I need to keep him alive as well. So you have to roll over so much mana to keep him alive just to hope that he stays alive. But now when they cost 0, you're able to level him up quicker, and you have to invest a lot less into him. So when he's removed, it doesn't feel as bad. It's not like, oh, I played 3 hex cores, that's 3 mana. That could have been an entire unit at some point, or a protection spell or anything. So I think this is a really, really big change. Also, on top of that, I think Victor Aphelios is making a lot of sense here. Like, because Aphelios, he gets moon weapons from when you play cards, and you have a 0 cost card from Victor now. And PNZ and Targon have made sense for a long time. Like, Zoe, Aphelios, and Victor makes a lot of sense. Zoe and Victor is something that used to go together. Zoe and Victor with like Give It All and stuff like that. And now you have Aphelios in the mix as well. Like, I feel like 1 Zoe, 2 Victor, 3 Aphelios or something could make a lot of sense. Or 2 Zoe, 1 Victor, 3 Aphelios. It makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense because these cards, these regions just give access to so many things for both of them. Protection spells for Victor, Zoe, and Aphelios, as well as ways to finish out the game too. That's probably, I would be surprised if that's what I play tomorrow. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, that's all the champion changes. No Katarina change. Sorry for the Hopiums. You predicted it. Nice. Okay. Xerxai Doombreaker. Base stats 3-6 to a 35. Another nerf. I don't understand the nerfs to Lurk. I don't get them. I don't think they're necessary. I don't know if people have been having a bad experience playing against the deck on ladder or unrated or anything. I personally haven't seen an issue with it. Like, I've lost to it, sure, and I've won against it too. I think it's questionable. Also, too, this is a weird card to hit. I feel like they just like looked into their stats and they're like, oh, this card has a really high win rate when it gets played on turn 6, and then they nerfed it. I have no idea if that's true, but that makes sense because I've never heard a single person in my entire life complain about this card being too good. I don't know if you all have. I have not. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this one, is what I'm saying. Twisted Catalyzer, base stats 3-2 to 2-2. This is one that everyone on Twitter has been complaining about. Some people like this change, some people don't. Honestly, I have no opinion on it. I was never really, I don't know. Darkness is one of the decks that usually I can beat with my meme decks. So I don't have too much of an opinion on Darkness. I personally haven't minded it, but I know it is a very strong and competitive play. I don't mind the 2-2 change. It's the same thing happening anyway. I'm just going to trade something into it that does 2 damage. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I have no issue with this nerf. I think it's fine. I think the card is still very good. It's a little less snowbally when there's no attack, but yeah, it's still pretty snowbally when there's no defender. But yeah, less damage is done. Vanguard Sergeant 3-4 to 3-3. Yeah, this change needed to happen. This card was just really, really, really disgusting at 3-4. Having a 3-mana 3-4 that gave you a card just flat out better than another Demacian card, by the way, the Badger Bear, just straight up better than it, and it gave you 4 Demacia. It just didn't make any sense. This is one of those cards that I feel like, right, it's like, this is a good card but no one plays it, we're just gonna make it overpowered so people understand that it's a good card, and that's what happened. I'm glad that they reverted it back. All right, Bandle City Conchologist from 2-2 to 2-1. This is what most people were expecting. Some people were thinking 1-2. This card is still going to be extremely good. I still think this card is broken. I still think people are going to complain about it, and I think they're going to have to do something else about it. That's all my thoughts. I think I don't think much changes with this at all. Nope, nothing. No. 1 point of health isn't good enough for this card. I think the 2 attack is actually pretty important. Yep, it's the value generated, not the stats. Yeah, this doesn't really change anything. It's kind of trolling in my opinion. Loping Telescope from 2 cost to 3 cost. Base stats are up to a 2/2. So it's a 3-mana 2/2. So this is to avoid the go wide boards a bit more. Personally, I like Loping Telescope, okay? I know people complain about this card all the time. Wah, wah, wah. I pulled this crazy card in the RNG. It just wasn't fair. Okay, I'm sorry if you're one of those people. I'm sorry that I did that. But it's a fun card at the end of the day. It makes the game interesting. In a game that is, in a lot of cases, the same thing happening over and over again. Oh, I lost a rally. Woo! Like, no one complain about rally. Don't complain about this card. But this card, I don't know. I never really minded it. I always thought it was pretty fun. But yeah. Do you think Loping Telescope is RIP or not? I think it's good in control decks still. I think it's bad in aggro decks. I think it's still going to be played in, like, yeah, value control decks, which Hydra and Terra, that's funny. That's a good one, isn't it? I made a good joke. You can play around Rally, but not so much about Telescope. You can play around Telescope too. Like, people are complaining about the variance of like the 5%. Okay, 95% of the time, this card doesn't win someone the game. Okay, this card, Conchologist, oh yeah, this card wins people the game all the time. Telescope, no, not usually. They just think about the 5% times where they get high rolled. That's it. Rally is just boring because it's the same way to win over and over and over again. The fact that it's predictable is what makes it boring. Of, I'm going to die to Golden Ages this round. That's boring. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to play against Demacia and be like, oh, I'm going to die to Golden Ages now. I guess I'll play around it. Like, that doesn't work. It can give you cards that gives you more cards. I would say that that is a better argument for sure. That's definitely a better argument of it being too much value for what it does. And I think too, saying like it giving me 12 cost cards might be too much value. Like, maybe you change the epics to be like 6 cost or less, or 5 cost or less. That's a good argument too. Like, making the pool smaller, yeah, that's fine. I think this change though, I don't think it's it. I think there's better ways to change this card, but Hey Garth. Azir's change is bizarre. I like his change. It makes a lot of sense with Mono Shurima. Paddle Star. What is this? Well, I mean, this is from Zoe's spell card, the stun card, and then you get Paddle Star. Deal 4 to an enemy that attacked this round or a stun. Deal 5 to an enemy that attacked this round or a stun. I don't get what. I don't understand. What does this do? Can someone explain to me? What does this do? I don't get it. That's all. Next card. Quicksand. It was -4/0, disable its keywords, excluding native keywords this round. You know, so like it keeps ephemeral, for instance. Give the enemy -4/0 or 2 enemies -2/0. Disable their positive keywords this round. Oh. That's a really good change. This is the kind of rework that I like. Instead of just being like, oh, we're just gonna give this thing 1 health. Woo! No, this is a good change. Because Shurima has lacked having like an identity for a spell. Like, it really never has one. It never had like a Troll Chant or a Sharp Sight or a Pokey Stick. Quicksand is it now. Like, this is so good for Shurima. Like, this is really good. It's good for Mono Shurima. It's good for Shurima Overwhelm. It's really, really, really good. Yeah, I mean, Quicksand was already a pretty okay card beforehand. It was never bad. This, giving you the versatility to disable keywords on 2 units, that seems really good. That seems like not game breaking good. I don't know. I think this card might be too good. I don't know. It could be really, 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 really good. Making whiteboards less effective, nerfing Bandle City without, yeah. They're trying to kind of up the power level of other regions while not nerfing Bandle City. I mean, they did that with the Rocket Barrage. They've done that with Quicksand. They're trying to give regions tools to deal with what Bandle City does. Yeah, Quicksand's already seen playing too. Yeah, this is a really, really strong change. We will see Quicksand everywhere for sure. She Who Wanders. Obliterate all followers with 4 or less power in play and in hands. Okay. Obliterate all units with 4 or less power in play and in hands. So, if you played back in the preview day, if you played back in the preview of Legends of Runeterra before it was even in beta, this is what the card did. It obliterated all units. And because everyone was so bad at deck building and didn't know what they were doing, this card just won the game flat out all the time because no one ever won before turn 10. No one won before turn 10 ever, so this card would just nuke everything. It would just destroy everything for sure. So, this card... Oh, this card, I still don't think it's good. I think it needs Overwhelm. I think you get this card Overwhelm, it maybe sees some play. I think it's funny to, you know, kill my opponent's champions a little bit. It's a little bit toxic too, but that's kind of why it's funny, because it's a 10 cost card. But I don't really see this changing too much. We've come a long way since She Who Wins was dominating LOR, and since she was restricted to only hit followers, she mostly wandered out of people's decks. We still want her to be a top-rate finisher, and letting her disrupt the opposing game plan more effectively will hopefully give her a role as a late-game option. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. She hasn't been good for about 2 years now. Maybe a little bit longer than that. It's been almost like 2 years and a few months. So I feel like the game has been power crept a bit out of this thing's reach. Unfortunately, if my Bandle City opponent does this crazy board and I can't do anything about it until turn 10, yeah, it's just not gonna work, is it? I guess I can get rid of their cards after I like avalanche them and Blighted Ravine them a few times. Sure. Promise to nerf Euros and Arms and Bandle Tree next patch in April 27th if they're still out of control at the beginning of the patch. Alright, did they tweet that or is that on Reddit or something? Spoiling the patch for me, jeez. So there's no Bandle Tree nerf or Yordles and Arms nerf? Oh gosh. I think Loping Telescope is still very good in Bandle Tree, by the way. I just want to point that out. I think it's really good. Yordles and Arms, I don't understand how that got... On the patch, you skipped it. Oh, okay. I think... Yeah, I think Yordles and Arms not being nerfed is a oversight. I know they're nerfing other aspects of the go wide part, but... It's questionable. At least they have it, like, on their radar and they're watching it. That's a good thing. It kind of blows my mind, too, honestly. Personally, I haven't had the same hate against Tree. I haven't really minded it, but it is kind of polarizing, and I understand why people dislike it so much. So I understand wanting it to be nerfed. You know, maybe my mind will change later.
Say hello to my little friend.
I understand wanting it to be nerfed, and I think Yordles and Arms not being nerfed, I don't understand at all. I don't get it. They nerfed Pike, but not Yordles and Arms. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Also, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. Sheriff Lariat Rose. Base stats 6'5" to a 7'6". So she got +1/+1. I don't really think this changes much for her. 6 mana 7/6 is a lot better. My Bilgewater buff. So Riptide Rex is going to be next, right? Wait, do we... Oh, no. Oh, okay, it's not alphabetical order, is it? Oh, wait. No, it is. It is. Oh, no. It's an alphabetical... Oh, wait. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, it's not. Okay. Wait, it is for the region, though. Oh, no. Or is it? Please revert Riptide Rex. I want him back. Was that a raid sound? I didn't hear the raid sound, but you all might have. Was it too loud? I didn't turn things down when maybe I needed to. Sharp Sight used to be 2/2. It's now give a +1/+2. Okay. I mean, Demacia, this card has definitely been too strong. I have no idea how I would have changed it myself. That's, I mean, I don't know. I feel neutral to this. I don't play Demacia, and I don't hate Demacia. I hate Rally, okay? I hate Rally, and I want to see a Rally change. Sharp Sight, I've learned to live with at this point. And a lot of regions have really strong things. I mean, Twin Discipline, it's getting nerfed too, it looks like. As Troll Chant, probably not, because Freljord's play rate is abysmal. Give an ally +3/0 or +3 health. Give an ally +2/0 or +3/0. This one's pretty funny. The reason why it's funny to me is it's called Twin Disciplines. And there's the two twins. You know, they're supposed to be the same. And after 2 years... After 2 years of not being able to balance this card, they just said, screw it. +2/0, +03. It's really funny to me. It's so funny. It just... we didn't know how to balance this card, lol, to keep it with the flavor. They're just fraternal twins, yes. They're fraternal twins now, true. I know it's based off of Akali's, weapons, but those were like the same length, so. I don't know. Health is the favorite card. Health is the favorite twin. King Jarvan the Third. Base stats 3/6 to 5/6. If you're doing Jarvan stuff, this does make it a lot better because, I mean, this says give allies Challenger and Scout. It doesn't mean he has it, but the card is less dead if you don't have Jarvan. Now it's a 7-mana 5/6 with Tough instead of, oh, and you get to draw a Jarvan too. That's a lot better. I don't necessarily think that makes it good, but it's a lot better. Change. Effect is no longer consumed by units that already have Challenger. This has to deal with Quinn. Valor stealing her Challenger. That makes, I mean, it's a good system change. It makes a lot of sense. Not too much more to say about it. Reworked Akali doesn't have the same weapon, so it's okay. Oh man, I didn't even realize that. Sacred Protector. Change. When I'm summoned, draw a Shin. Allies with a barrier have double attack. Play. Give an ally barrier and draw a Shin. Allies with a barrier have double attack. That makes the card substantially better. You're now giving a card barrier and double attack right at the start. With Ionia, if there's ways to give Overwhelm, it becomes a lot better. But at the same time, a 7-cost card, 8/6, give something barrier. Draw a Shin. Shin, when this card originally came out, Shin was a tier 1 deck. Shin Fiora was a tier 1, like S tier deck, one of the top 2 decks in the game. This card was not good enough at the time to do anything. I don't really see it being good enough now either. Yordles and Arms is just like, compare this card to Yordles and Arms and then tell me they're even on the same playing field. They're not. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. I mean, me, a memer, will probably do something with this, okay? Me, a memer, will probably play this card at some point. But for the majority of the players, it's a little bit better too in like PvE now. Yeah, it's better in PvE now. It gives a barrier, but that's about it. Sigil of Malice from 4 to 3. Reputation, I cost 1. It's still 1, so the reputation didn't change. It's just LeBlanc's spell is less bad if you draw it and don't have it at 1 cost yet. A 3 mana deal 2 to anything is not bad. It's not as good as Mystic Shard, obviously, but it's in Noxus. It's still burn. I think they don't want this to be used as another burn spell in Noxus, so they were probably a bit hesitant to make it at 3 mana. Obviously, they don't want to make it at 2 mana. But yeah, I think this change is fine. Calculated creations. Change. Create an armed gearhead, ballistic bot, or neandroid on hand. Create the same things in hand and granted +1/+1. This is a great change. This is how it probably always should have been. Neandroid as a +1/+1. It's a 2/4 elusive with an augment. Keyword is pretty scary. Dealing with a 2/4 elusive, 4 health elusive is really spooky. It was at like 5 mana for 2 mana. Is Neandroid? I think it's 3 mana. So that's 5 mana for a 2/4 augment elusive. Pretty spooky. It is 4 mana for a 2/4 ballistic bot. Not bad. And then armed gearhead is a 3 mana armed gearhead with, you know, they all have augment as well. I like this change a lot. This is great. I'll play with my Victor deck. Flash Bomb Trap. Change. Cards that previously planted flash bombs in the top 10 cards of the opponent's deck now plant them in the top 8 of the opponent's deck. That is great. Okay, I love that change. 10 cards. 10 cards. Oftentimes you don't even get to draw 10 cards in a game in this game. Oftentimes you just don't get to do that. Now, top 8 means that they're more likely to draw flash bombs. It makes Ezreal Caitlyn looking pretty good. It's looking really good. So that's something I could see for sure. I like this change. I think this change is great. I personally love the Caitlyn, like Teemo Caitlyn archetype. I like the Caitlyn Draven when it was a thing. I like Caitlyn Ezreal. I really like Caitlyn as a card. I think she's a lot of fun. I think she spices up games. I like the variance of the flash bombs. I think it creates really fun moments. Sometimes you hit done, sometimes you hit a lot, sometimes you hit the average. I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun because it makes every game feel different and it changes the decisions of my game different because I get to decide, oh, this flash bomb hit. Should I flock this now? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's better if I wait for this to happen. I like it because, like I said, it makes my games not feel the same over and over again. Love this change. One of my favorite changes. Quicksand and this are my 2 favorite changes so far, I think. Careful Preparation. From 3 mana to 2 mana. Let's go. I'm playing Careful Preparation Mirai Great Mother. That's one of my favorite that's one of my favorite decks to play. So I'm gonna definitely play this because this thing being at 3 was just way too much to deal with. It's still not great at 2, but it makes playing a Predict a lot less bad. I'm so excited to play Mirai Great Mother with this card. Camphor the Doubt. Base stats 5/4 to 6/5. All right, +1/+1. It was when I'm done. If you target ally 6+ times in the game, grant me Spell Shield, Overwhelm, and Challenger. It's now 4 rounds in the game, grant me Spell Shield, Overwhelm, and Challenger. Makes a lot more sense because this card costing more, or more targeted allies than Pantheon never made sense. So making it less than Pantheon, if Pantheon's 5, I think, I'm pretty freaking sure, makes a lot of sense. I like this change a lot. This is great. I was just thinking here, Alexaphilios could control Bonanza. Oh yeah, Alexaphilios will be good. Oh, looks like that's it. Ooh, champion skins. Infernal Shin. That's why they buffed Shinbo, okay? That's why they buffed Shinbo. They're like, we're releasing Infernal Shin. We have to buff Shinbo. That's a good one, right? That's a good one. I see what you did. Alternate level up animation.
On the job.
Barrier. Wait, what is this card? What is that card? Stop it. What is that card? It's 0 mana? You have a barrier? What is that card? Do we know that card?
They are under my protection.
Do we know this card, chat? Hey, Bad Karma. Do we know what this card is though? That's what I'm interested in. I don't think we know this card. It's 0 mana. It has the riot symbol on top of it. It has the riot beta symbol on top of it. They leaked it. Look, it's got the riot symbol on it. That's a new card. Good one, Riot. It's a testing card. Yeah. It's a Jhin card. It does look regionless, doesn't it? It is regionless. Yeah, that doesn't have a region. Huh. It might be a Jhin card. I thought Jhin was skills, though. Oh, no, they said you had follower cards, too. Gotta love all the Shadow Isle changes. Were there none? There's essentially no Bilgewater changes either, and I really wanted Bilgewater. I don't know, guys. And gals and everyone. I don't know. I think Aphelios is going to be nuts, and I think Victor Aphelios is going to be pretty good. But man, I wanted to see things, you know. Mirror Rumble might be pretty good too, but I really wanted to see a little bit more shakeup than what we're getting. I mean, Aphelios is going to shake up the meta a ton, I feel like. Okay, let's be clear on that. But like, I wanted to see previous archetypes that have died because they've been power crept, like Deep and like Cade Control and stuff like that, get a little love, and it didn't.
Let's brighten up
it
their
just
day.
Didn't. Also, I don't know why my sounds aren't going, but Elga B, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh wait, no, I think the sound is going off. I think my headphones died. Ah, they did. Hopefully the sound wasn't too loud. Let me know if it was. My headphones had died. Thank you so much though for the sub. Really, really appreciate it. I don't know, y'all. Maybe my expectations were a little bit higher than they should have been, but I was, ooh, that looks cool. All right, the cosmetics are pretty good though. Kennen. I don't really care about Kennen. I scrolled past it earlier. Oh, there it is. I was like, I feel like I saw something earlier. Like, that's pretty good. I love Gloomtooth. I will be getting Infernal Gloomtooth. I love Gloomtooth so much. Ooh, that's pretty too. I might get both of those. The cosmetics are looking pretty. Oh, okay. I'm getting the cosmetic bundle. This is great. All right, that's actually the thing I'm most excited for. I'll play some Aphelios too. But yeah, that's that was a little rough, honestly. I don't. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. I know a lot of players have kind of like lost interest in the game recently. Not recently, or I guess like the last few months, and I just don't know if this is enough to pull those players' interest back. I mean, Aphelios can do a little bit of that, you know, he can do some of the heavy lifting, but I don't feel like they hit Bandle City hard enough, and Yorls and Arms not being changed. Like, they do this over and over and over and over again. Oh, Gloomtooth for TFT, sorry. Yeah, I would love a Gloomtooth for TFT. But yeah, they do this a lot where they will put something on the watch list and it almost always gets nerfed after. Almost every single time they do this. They did this. They've done this with so many cards, like Unyielding Spirit. They did it. I'm pretty sure they did it with Go Hard and Pack Your Bags at one point. Like they are very hesitant to nerf things. Like the watch list almost always gets nerfed, and I don't know if it's because they really think things are going to change, or if it's because they don't want to overwhelm new players who just made the cards. I have no idea if there's incentives, or if they just feel like after these changes, yes, it'll be good enough now, or those cards won't be as much of an issue. But like, they're changing. Bandle Tree is not really changing. With these, it's not really changing. You're not making an archetype that, like, changing this, it doesn't really matter that much. Changing this doesn't really matter that much for Bandle Tree. So I don't understand. I don't get it. And personally though, like I said, for me, Bandle Tree, I don't really care about that much, but I know like a lot of the community doesn't like it and they don't enjoy playing against the deck. And I think that is something that's important, that just because I don't really care, the community's opinions definitely matters on it. Expecting something for Udyr. They're doing a Champions rework in April, I believe, is what they've said. So I wasn't really expecting a ton of Champion reworks. In fact, I really wasn't expecting something from Aphelios, despite his win rate being pretty low overall. But yeah. And I want a Gloomtooth Little Legend so bad. I love Gloomtooth. I love him, love him, love him, love him so much. Swain skin, Infernal Swain. Oh yeah, doesn't he have, wait, does he have he has a cool Lotus skin that I really like in League of Legends. I don't have Bandle City, Mom. What? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, I don't like Bandle City. Why is it still alive? Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. It's pretty alive. I mean, nerf hurts it a bit. This doesn't do anything, okay? I'm a believer that this does nothing. Loping Telescope, 2 to 3, 2-2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand this change literally at all. I have no idea why this was changed. This is the most confusing change I think I've ever seen them do. Yeah, I don't get that one. Wait, did they say why? Tara is meant to be good at handling single thread slowly, regardless of size. Battlestar is certainly nailing the slowly part, but was falling short. But I don't know. Yorls and Arms of Bandle Tree is in the card update section. Yeah. They said they're watching it, but I don't understand why they need to watch a card that has like a 60% win rate. Is what I'm saying. We work on these patches several weeks in advance, and we worked on this one earlier than usual due to our week out. Yorls and Arms wasn't seeing nearly as much play. I guess that's understandable. As much as when these changes were locked, but we're watching it now. So I just don't understand too why they have to lock their changes so early. I don't get it. I don't think it's an excuse, but sometimes it feels like it when I see like TFT, who has a mobile client, will get changes, like they'll get hot fixes and we don't. And whenever Swim, for instance, has broken something in the game, they've hot fixed it. I don't understand why they can't do this for Runeterra. I just feel like it costs money. I don't know. I know it costs money, so I wonder if it's just like not worth it for them to do so, is what my thought is. But it feels really bad, where I feel like TFT, like every time something's like broken or needs to be changed, it gets changed right away. It feels really dumb that we have to then wait an entire month to fix something that people have now been tired of for an entire month. Why do we need a balance patch 2 months after? I don't, not a fan. The new removal cards have been added along with other changes to this patch that should have effect on its efficiency, but we're keeping an eye on it. That is a good thing though. They are right on that. Like my card, for example, is supposed to make it harder. Rocket Barrage is supposed to make it harder for Yordle and Arms to be able, because it does need to have like 3 cards on board and then you win the game. But having those 3 cards in should make it a little bit harder. TFT, most of the time things get changed in a week. Yeah, it gets changed. It gets like a B patch, and then there's the C patch even sometimes. Sometimes things are hot fixed. Oh yeah, no, they fix things so fast. A lot of people say it's because they're super picky about changes, but it makes no sense because everything you just said. Yeah. People would rather you remove the card from the game than you leave it the way that it is. Like, even if you did something simple that doesn't work right away, like let's say you make it +3/+3 instead of +4/+4, think it's +4/+4 right now. If you make it +3/+3 instead, and save is still too good, then later make it +3/+2. That probably kills the card. But you know, people just want something, and they can do it. I guess different teams and different design philosophies, but I hear you. Yeah, there definitely is. And I think the Runeterra team is quite a bit smaller than the TFT team, for instance. They have a lot on their plate. So, you know, of course, no digs at them or anything. But it does feel bad as a player. It feels really bad as a player who plays... Well, I mean, I haven't been playing the game as much since I had my surgery. But when I played the game daily for 5 to 6 hours, seeing the same thing... It's boring. For most players, though, they play the game, you know, maybe a couple games a day or even maybe one game every couple days. And that's not as much of an issue for you then. But for me, it feels really bad. So that's definitely from like a very avid player of the game's perspective and not necessarily the average player's perspective who maybe they're playing their Girls in Arms deck and they're really happy it didn't get nerfed. Most people on Reddit are going to be more like me where they're playing the game a lot, and Twitter too because they're more invested in the game. But the average player probably doesn't care that Yorls and Arms didn't get nerfed. I could be wrong, but it's hard to say. And Bandle's Tree, like I said, personally, I don't really care about this card that much. We made changes. We have changes planned for it, but the changes are more complex to implement. So we have target. Okay, that makes sense. That one makes more sense of like, hey, we're reworking this. And the changes aren't just like, oh, we made it cost one more. This makes a lot of sense. I don't blame them at all for this one. The Girls and Arms one is a little bit weird, but yeah. Are you still working with Swim? I loved your work together. Yes, I am. I'm his YouTube manager still. And I need to actually message an editor real quick. Yeah, so you know, I'm doing the stream right now. I'm also working with the thumbnail artist and Swim's editor to get his video out at the same time. So yes, we come up with our ideas and stuff together. Well, our ideas, I mostly come up with we come up with his ideas together. He doesn't, you know, do mine because, you know, I work for him. But yeah, we come up with like the challenge run ideas and stuff like that together, and then like the best way to turn it into a video and such. I still do that with him. I mean, we have a meeting usually 2 to 3 times a week where we'll talk about like content creation and stuff together, and it's been really good for both of us. So where is the Ruination challenge from that bingo? Completely ignored YouTube, marked as completed on YouTube. So a couple of them just didn't come out that well in the sense of they weren't satisfying for the viewer to watch. And I thought I thought I still had the Ruination in there, funny enough. I thought I put it close to all of them. There was a handful of them that just weren't very satisfying that we decided not to make a video on it because we didn't think it was high enough quality for his YouTube channel, essentially. For looking like a cutie, yeah, he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. What is the progress looking like? But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. A little disappointed. Gotta be frank, a little disappointed. I feel bad whenever I say stuff like that though, because I know that these are still a lot of changes that the devs worked hard on. I just think they missed. And I think that's okay to say, and like to say why I feel that way. Of course, you know, I'm not saying like, oh, the devs are lazy or anything like that. I think that's like really toxic when obviously they put in a lot of time to make all these changes and testing them and such. But I do feel like they missed. And that is disappointing. It'd be nice to see them. It feels like any archetype that's kind of fallen out of favor, they are just ditching it completely. Which sucks. It really sucks. Because there are archetypes that definitely are a lot of fun to play and I feel like deserve a spot in the game, and they don't. I tried playing Deep literally last week, and normal games and was having a very hard time with winning games in it. It was a really hard time with winning games in it. I think the new cards are a great idea. I hope they continue to do them. I think this is really cool. I like the new cards a lot in that sense. I think they're not necessarily like super fun, you know, archetype enabling cards, but I think they get the job done that they're supposed to be getting done, and that's a good thing. Oh, there's Desert Duel and a LeBlanc, funny enough. Which I think is super, super important. I like the idea of these a lot. I think these are by far like the best things of the patch. I love the Caitlyn change. I love the Quicksand change. I actually like the Azir change too a lot. Like there's changes that I definitely like, but man, I really wish Bilgewater got to exist again, because that's a really fun region and it just doesn't get to exist. And of course too, Vandal City getting some nerfs, good, but maybe not heavy-handed enough. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the patch. Woo. Can't the community just agree together to never play Yours and Arms and BT until the next patch? Nope. That will never happen. Here, 1 second. All right, so sorry, story time. My house has been having bad plumbing issues, and when I say bad plumbing issues, I mean literal sewage blew out from under the toilet last night. It's the most disgusting thing. It's in the basement though. I'm upstairs. Yeah, so we have plumbers over here right now looking at it, and my husband just messaged me that there are pipes that are essentially like not sealed together properly, and there's a giant like dip in it, like there's like a groove in it, and so like things are getting caught in there and piling up, and that's what's making it back up. And so like it blew out the seal of the toilet. Like, you know how like the toilet's on the ground, you know, they have the seal around it that, you know, makes them stick there. It blew that up. Like it blew, like just sewage blew out from under that and went all over the floor. So yeah, it's a fun time, huh? So yeah, I have plumbers in my house right now, but my husband's the one talking to them and stuff because I had this card reveal. That happened last night. Yeah, what a fun time. So that's gonna be not fun to deal with later. I'm not excited. Let me see. They cleaned it out, so it's really perfect right now, but said it won't be for long until it happens again. Oh, lovely. Suggested a ton of cleaner down the toilet for 4 days straight and run a lot of hot water down frequently until we fix the external issues. Oh, that sounds so much fun. We can smell from here. I can't smell it up here, thankfully. We have a giant fan, like, I don't know, it's a lot bigger than that. It's like a big fan. It's a really big fan that's like blowing the stuff out the window downstairs. The plumber came the next day. That seems like a fast response. Well, here's the real kicker, okay? I didn't tell the full story. We were starting to smell like you know, like sewage smell in our house like a couple days ago. And we were like, man, or actually, sorry, last week, we were like, we need to get someone out here. Like something bad's gonna happen. And guess what? We got people out here last week and they cleaned it and they're like, okay, you're good to go. And then this happened, or actually they're like, you're good to go, but we like want to like run a camera through and like check things more thoroughly. So we had already had it scheduled for today later in the day, so it could be after my card reveal, but then they're like, oh no, we can only come in the morning. So but yeah, and then the bad thing happened last night. The cleaning apparently didn't work. And now we have a dip in the pipe, apparently. That cannot be fun. I don't really know how they go about fixing that. I'm guessing they have to like excavate or something our yard to fix the piping. Not gonna be fun. I'm not excited about it, but you know, life is life. Yeah, life is pain. That's a bad thing. For negligence. Yeah. Oh, they said the thing is that they cleaned it, but they said they had to like take a deeper look at it. So I don't really think it's their fault necessarily because they cleaned it, but it's still broken because the pipe has like a groove in it, like a dip. So like, you know, instead of being like a here, I got this. I mean, using my hands only just so much. You know, instead of like pipes are usually like this. Instead, it's like, you know, something like this. So the water can flow kind of, so like it builds up probably like around through here. Yeah, so there it is. You know, that's where the water is. Should have made it blue. And then you have all this like, you know, sewage and toilet paper and stuff here that cannot flow over and out anymore because of this groove. So it's just getting, you know, even if they clean it, this can fill up pretty quickly. Patching the pipe. Yeah, this is the patch notes. Yes, the sewage issues in my house are the new patch notes. So yeah, so it looks something like this right now. This paint art stream fog. Yeah. I used to do MS Paint all the time when I first started streaming, like 5 years ago or so. I used to paint stuff all the time because I'm terrible at drawing, so people found it hilarious whatever I try to make. So, yes. The fact that came before it happened did not detect such system break problems as something more. Well, they didn't have the camera. And the camera cost like $300 to run through, which is ugh. So they didn't have the camera to actually see the issue with the pipe. To them, they've, you know, put the little like cleaner thing, you know, like the snake down there, and they cleaned it out. You can't actually feel if the pipe went down or not. So that makes sense. They knew they needed to come back, but they didn't know that this was about to happen, I should say. It's a headache. It's not fun. It's the opposite of fun. Yep. It's the opposite of fun is the way I would describe it. I'm a bit stressed out about it. Sounds stinky. Yeah, it smells terrible downstairs. It smells like sewage, like actual sewage. They actually nerfed Gifts Crescendum I though. They didn't nerf Gifts. Gifts is the same. I mean, Crescendum is a nerf to Gifts, but Gifts is the same because since the weapon it's 1 + 3 = 4 + 2 + 2 = 4. Gifts is the same. You can make the argument, oh, with Gifts you can no longer Crescendum something out of your deck. That's a nerf, but I would say this is mostly the same. Oh, nerfs Crescendum I though. My bad. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, they did nerf that. They nerfed the Lee Sin deck a tiny bit technically. Yeah, good call. They did. I'm down. Lee Sin should still be nerfed as a card though. Imagine nerfing Pyke but not nerfing Lee Sin. Can we all think about that for a second? Imagine nerfing Pyke but not Lee Sin. Huh? So how much better is Azir now? He's a bit better. Nothing too insane, but a bit better. Nerf on Twin Disciplines counts as Lee Sin nerf? It is, but like Lee Sin himself needs to get nerfed. He needs it. Like Twin Disciplines and Crescendum nerfs are both Lee Sin nerfs indirectly, but Lee Sin directly, he's always going to be broken in the state that he's in. And printing Minimorph is not the answer. Nerfing Lee Sin is the answer. Minimorph is still a mistake of a card to be made in the first place. I mean, this game does such a poor job of rewarding you for doing fun things. I'm actually gonna make a big... Well, I don't know for sure. I think I'm gonna make a big video on it sometime. Like, very like maybe within like the next month or so about design problems in Runeterra. I know people have done it in the past, but I have an idea for a video or two that I feel like can be helpful for like understanding the perspective of someone who is like looking to play the game for fun and like do fun things and stuff like that, and ways that the game doesn't allow you to do that a lot of the time. This game doesn't do a good job of allowing players to do that. For example, you make a Heart of Fluff, or it's like, you know, you're playing Poros, you're spending the whole game, you know, making your Poros bigger and giving them, you know, different keywords and stuff, and then you play the Heart of Fluff, and you have this giant like 30-30 Poro, and it has like a bunch of keywords on it and stuff. You're super excited, and then it gets mini morphed, or then it gets concussive palmed and you can't attack. Like, the fact that a fun card like Heart of Fluff is often a game-losing card instead of a winning card when you're making the big unit and stuff is bad. I think that's really bad from a player's perspective. It's not necessarily bad game design per se, but it's really boring for players when they spent the entire game making this giant Heart of Fluff and now they just lose. That same for Cat. Yup. Like, it's not good. But if my opponent is playing, sorry, no offense to people, but Gnar's a boring card. Like, he's fine, but he's boring. Or you can just play Gnar, you can play the boring card, and you can win the game. Like, a lot of the good cards in this game are unfortunately really boring. It's just the truth. It's sad. Pantheon I don't think is boring. Yumi's pretty freaking boring. And she's not great, but she's pretty okay. Victor's a really good card. He's a really bad card, but he is one of the more fun cards in the game. Like, it's weird because a lot of the cards that are fun in Runeterra are not very good cards. This card, super freaking boring. Oh, it's a good card. That's crazy. Like, that's an issue with this game. But there's a good number of issues. Don't get me wrong, I still love the game. Like, obviously I've played it a lot of hours. I made content for it consistently for days on end for 2 years. I had literally thousands and thousands of hours in this game because I do like it. But it doesn't mean it doesn't have problems. And as someone who cares about the game, I also care about the game's problems. And some of them are unable to be fixed ever. That's just how it is, but other ones could definitely be fixed, and future design could fix it as well. But yeah, that's some thoughts. I plan to make some kind of video in the future for it, like script out a pretty long video, or not pretty long necessarily, but like a couple videos on like design perspective and stuff like that. Maybe I'll get infernal skins for my Pantheon. Does Pantheon have infernal skin? I like the board and the shark a lot. Of course, I love the only card game that's free to play friendly, but yeah, I mean, Tesla was very free to play friendly too, but that game died in 2020. That game died really hard, but I loved that card game from a design perspective and play perspective. But yeah, that game died. That game died really hard, and it was very free to play friendly too, but it is a hard market to get into. Card games, that is. Infernal Panth is a thing now. Yeah, I was scrolling down to it. There's Kinnan. This is Pantheon. It's kind of hard to tell that it's Pantheon. It almost looks like Brand. Except, you know, the only difference I can see is abs. That's how I can tell. URL Online is 100% free to play on like Dueling Book and other places. Yeah, but the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh is there's too much to learn for a new player to really get into it. Or at least for like Duel Links or whatever, or like Master Duel right now has 7,000 cards in it. How are you ever going to get new players when you have 7,000 cards for people to learn with pretty long text? Not gonna happen. But I see what you're saying, Love and Flow. As my point, all infernal skins are literally the same thing, but with different weapons. The Kinnan one looks very much like Kinnan. When I look at this, I'm like, yeah, that's Kinnan. Like, without a doubt in my mind, I'm like, yeah, that's Kinnan. It's a little rat. But this one, it's like, all right, abs must be Pantheon. And the thighs, too. Like, look at them thighs! I'm not looking at the bottom, covering it up with my hand. This is Galio? Okay, it's Galio. I knew because of the wings though. He has abs too. Doesn't he? Oh no. Do they just give all the guys abs? Yeah, I mean, it looks like he has abs. I think. Like, it looks like there's something going on there on the stone statue, man. Alright, who is this? This is Swain, right? Okay. Seeing this, I was like, yeah, that has to be Swain. Okay, I like the Swain one quite a bit. This one, yeah, I can tell that it's Swain. Mostly in the second art. In the first one, he kind of looks like he could be Viego. His hand gives it away a little bit, but I don't know. I could see him being like Infernal Viego almost. Of course, though, if it was Viego, he would have abs bigger than Pantheon's, though. So maybe I'm trolling. Get it with too much hot sauce on the nachos. I don't know if I actually care about the board that much. I think it's fine, but it is a bit bright. I'm still gonna get it because of the bundle, I think. Or maybe I'll just get Gloom. No, because Gloomtooth needs a warm home or else he'll get too cold and freeze to death, so. Ah, there it is. Oh, the only thing that matters. Okay, well, this matters. Actually, I actually really like the bird. I think the colors on this are so good. The fact that they did like a hint of purple here, I think gives it like just a really good touch of color. Like, hey, Dan, wouldn't this be a great little legend? Like, this would be such a cute little legend. I mean, so would Gloomtooth. I would play Gloomtooth Little Legend. But these two should both be little legends. They are so adorable. I'm gonna get them both. I like it how they have this one and this one. And they don't have the Poro. The Poro is like its own thing that you buy because no one wants the freaking Poro. They want Gloomtooth and Silverwing. The cosmetic team knows what they're doing. The cosmetic team knows what they're doing for sure. Oh, I love them both so much. I love Gloomtooth. Honestly, this card back is kind of boring. I wish they would have done the color palette of the Silverwing instead of just yellow and orange and a tad bit of red. Like, if they would have done this color palette instead, it would be so much better. Poros are the best. Do you know what happens when you eat a Poro? I'm not saying that I do, but I do. Cardback gives me Hearthstone vibes. It does, like, really hardcore. And not necessarily a great way. I asked chat one time what happens if you eat a Poro, and I looked it up, and apparently it like rips your guts from the inside and like pops out of your stomach. Apparently they taste really good, like cotton candy and like sugary and stuff, and like a bunch of different flavors essentially, but then they like get really mad that you ate them and they explode you. There's actually a thing written on the Riot website about what happens, and it was a lot more graphic than what I described, but it was like yeah, essentially that's what it does. Is it just it destroys you from the inside and you die if you eat a Poro. Who is eating Poros? I had a friend whose League of Legends name used to be Deep Fried Poros. His account got banned. So Deep Fried Poros made me think of like, huh, what would a Poro taste like? And then I had it as my stream title like a year ago, and people are like, what's wrong with you? Why would you eat a Poro? And I was like, but what if I want to know what it tastes like? And then we looked it up and read the Riot story together. Yeah, Deep Fried Poros. He was an Akali One Trick and Diamond. It was the old Akali too. All right. Any other thoughts from you all? One color, one trick band. Good. Yeah, he got toxic. He wasn't toxic like when by the time I had met him. It was his old account. But he got toxic when he was like a teenager, and I met him when he was in his 20s. Like early 20s still, but it was, you know, enough for 3 years he had grown up. Didn't LOR lose its lead designer? Yup. Great news for the game, right? It's definitely worrisome. I mean, so Andrew Yip had worked on the game for 9 years. 9 years of his life, passionate, and had been working on the game. And there is something weird about this tweet here. I'm gonna pull it up. That, to me, I don't really know what to make of it. Something's off. He changes, it used to be Riot Umbridge. He changed his name to Andrew Von Yip because Von Yip was actually named after him because he didn't like the card. So of course the design team was like, "Lol, we're going to name it after you." And Winter Sands made the pro. Oh, I didn't even see this. So, oh, that's so cute. So yes, he left. He said it was a 10-year journey to put the S in Riot Games. I know that he for sure worked with them for 9. But the last year's evolving the game with you have been the joy of my life. Yeah, y'all can see this good. Okay. I didn't know it at the time, but February dev video would be the last one of my contributions, or would be one of my last contributions. Here's a glimpse of the daily joy. But this to me is so weird. I didn't know it at the time, but February's dev video would be one of the last of my contributions. Like, he didn't know in February that this was happening, is what I'm being told. I mean, I'm guessing this was filmed. It might have been filmed a month or two earlier, but this still means it's a fairly recent development of something. Like, this wasn't like, oh, like I knew about this for a while. Like, it gives me vibes that he didn't really know. Yeah, last glimpse of the daily joy. Yeah, like it kind of is like that. Like, he doesn't seem unhappy in what he was doing at the time. You know, he doesn't seem unhappy. Of course we don't know, you know, I'm not part of his personal life or anything. But it's weird to me. Like, I don't know if that's a like, and usually too, a lot of people I see in Riot, they tend to like move to a different Riot game, which he took Riot out of his name now. Like, it's gone. Like, he's not working at Riot anymore. A lot of people, like, we saw like another designer, I believe, Dova Ged. Oh, there he is. Dova Geddes. He worked on Runeterra and League of Legends, but he's still working at Riot Games. He's working on, he was the producer, I think, of Runeterra. He left fairly recently as well. Like, he retweeted me. Oh yeah. But yeah, he's working on a different game on Riot. He announced that not too long ago. Like, his last 2 things are retweeting me, which is kind of funny. So yeah, he used to be like one of the more active devs on Reddit and stuff too, and like communicating with people. And then we also had Aleko fairly recently left to design Hearthstone instead. That's also pretty recent too. So the fact that they're all around the same time is a bit freaking weird, okay? It's a bit weird. Like, these people are all even within the same month, more or less. Yeah. And he went to Hearthstone. So who is working on the game? Oh, well, Deadbolt is. If Deadbolt leaves too, I don't even know what to think. Senior game designer and live lead for card releases on Play Runeterra. And of course, Ruben Zoo is the balancer as well. So like, I feel like their team is a bit small. So like, I don't want to like talk too much trash on the balance patch, because even though I am disappointed, they are just dropping like flies. It It's weird. It's a bit weird. Like I said, it's really normal to for devs to change what game they're working on. That is super normal. But for a bunch of devs to change at the same time, especially like more like front facing senior game designers, senior leads, senior producer, people who've worked on the game for 9+ years, leaving at the same time. It's a bit weird. Also not knowing it a month earlier. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't even know this is a for sure thing. Like, I am trying. I don't want to say like for sure there's like something wrong or anything like that. But it is a bit of a yellow flag where it's like, whoa, that's strange. They felt the need, I think it was Ruben. Ruben felt the need to make a tweet about it. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe he deleted it. Nope. Oh, for each player in Terra Dev, you know, there are likely 10 more you don't know who are just as passionate and hardworking, which this is true. But the whole leaving thing's still weird. They're all heroes in their own way. Maybe with their permission, I can help tell some of their stories. Like, that's true for sure. Like, just because you're seeing a bunch of like forward-facing people, but these are still senior game designers and like leads. These are people who are the most passionate, or sorry, not necessarily the most passionate. Well, they're all probably very passionate, but some of the most invested people within the game because they've been there since the inception of the game. And that's why it's kind of weird. And saying, I didn't know this not that long ago that I would be leaving. It'll be interesting to see where Yip goes. Like if he does go to like Hearthstone or something like that, I think there's a possibility of, because I don't know. I'm actually not going to say it, so I'm going to keep that secret. But yes, I think it is interesting for sure. It's a weird timing. I think part of the reason too might be because the game has decided to go in more of a PvE direction instead of a PvP direction. And people who originally started the game definitely had visions for a PvP game and not a PvE game. So their visions just might not align anymore, and that's why they're leaving too. However, it does feel off to me just because Yip said, oh, I didn't know about this until recently. This wasn't like the PvE direction had been decided months and months ago before the roadmap was released. They've known about this. This isn't just something decided 2 weeks before the roadmap. So I don't believe they decided it 1 month before the roadmap or just slightly before this dev video. I feel like that was something they decided pretty soon after the after they saw that PvE doubled the player base. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do that. Or at least, you know, maybe not right away, but pretty quickly they would be like, yep, yeah. So yeah, I wonder if they wanted PvP game and Riot said not PvE. Yeah, I'm sure some definitely have. I wouldn't be surprised. However, like I said, Yip saying I didn't know about this beforehand makes me think that he wasn't one of those people. But of course, I don't know that. It's odd. I mean, I don't have to wait for my opponent to take their turn in PvE. Yeah, exactly. And I've complained about this. I have said that... Here. I'll just click my own name. I could have just... Alright. I don't remember exactly. Here, we're just gonna scroll through this and I'm gonna Control F it, okay? Because I remember how I started it. Oh, let's go. Hello? I started it with unpopular opinion. This is back in 2021, so you know... It's just not gonna show up? Is that not how this works? But I said unpopular opinion, Runeterra's turn timers are too long. And I don't know exactly where that is now. But a lot of people agreed. Some people disagreed. I said degreed because I said disagree and agree at the same time. But especially turn 1 or turn 2, I should not have to wait 2 minutes for my opponent to not do anything. You search your Twitter for that? Oh yeah, you can. Silver Fuse unpopular. True. Based. Freaking based. It's not working. I know I started off with unpopular opinion. Turn timer. I don't know. Alright, I know one other place though. Tweets and replies. I replied to Broken Ball. It's closer. Closer. Actually, it might even be faster to do this. Wait, where's Broken Ball? Hopefully I don't. Okay. He should say something about turn timers. I don't know how often he tweets. Nope. It wasn't that one. I don't know. But yeah, I said that. A lot of people agreed. He made a tweet about it later, like a month later after me, and a lot of people agreed too. Yup. I mean, I probably liked the tweet, so maybe I can just like find something that I liked. Or maybe not. Maybe there's just too many tweets for my soul to handle. Well, it is what it is. What is the big Arsena thing? Oh, that's a good one. Wait, I retweeted that. I can just find that. Darkness in a nutshell. So Cephalopod tweeted Darkness in a nutshell, and it's Senna and Vega are like gonna get them, and then Winter Sands drew it into like a full concept. Winter Sands was the one who also had made Yip's profile, so they're an artist that likes to do a lot of Player and Terra stuff. So yeah, they make some good stuff. Also too, I don't know why I don't follow them. I definitely should. So yeah, that's it. Was this the tweet? Did you find it? Yeah, you did. Glorious. Unpopular opinion, turn timers in Runeterra are way too long. And like I said, so Jason said liked for actual unpopular opinions. So obviously, you know, this and some of these people disagree. Some people just liked it because it's funny. Or sorry, some people agree with them. Some people liked it because it's funny, such as me. But yes, the classic unpopular opinion states something that 99% of the population agrees with, which is the subreddit in a nutshell. Because that's how you get upvotes. A lot of people use upvotes as a agree or disagree button. Reddit, it's supposed to be, does this message contribute to the conversation? If it does, even if you disagree with it, it's technically like supposed to be upvoted. But that is not how the world works. Actually, now that I think about it, Fresh Lobster recently also made a tweet about it, where he said, here, we'll find it. It wasn't that long ago. Oh, as an avid roper, I actually agree with turn timers feel too long. Shorter turns might be worse for competitive players, but probably good for the game overall, as they make games more interesting to watch and, in my opinion, more casually friendly. Although I could see more casual new players not wanting to get to get stressed by timers or having to learn the game or read cards and appreciating the long timers. But I think that would be a minority. On top of that, there is also PvE. Oh, that's crazy. In my opinion, an elegant solution would be diving deeper into the hidden chess clock-esque system. Long turns reduce your turn timer bank in subsequent turns down the line to a certain minimum, like Gauntlet and Seasonal's overtime turns, but quick decisions regenerate the time bank and allow longer turns. I mean, that is the best way to do it, but that is a lot of resources to put in to do it. So I don't really see that happening for the reason that resources are tough. He was losing to the turn timer even in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, but he's also a streamer. And when you're a streamer and you're having to talk about all your plays and stuff, instead of like, if you're playing alone, it's a lot different because you're thinking about it in your head. It just goes faster than if you have to take time to explain exactly what you're thinking and why you're thinking it and stuff. So I think that's a completely different thing. Like streamers have a different reason for roping or taking long turns. And I try not to do that, but sometimes my content would be better if I did do that more often. I don't know. I think it's hard to mix up not having interesting things and not like having too slow pace of a game at the same time. The rocket card reminds me of Bandle Mega Death Rocket card. Yeah, it does. It does. But Modify ropes on his videos off streams, but he's explaining his plays on his videos. I'm talking about when he is playing by himself silently, not talking about anything. Because when Mogwai is playing by himself, not talking, when he's playing by himself, he's not explaining plays to a video or talking about his plays to a video. They're two different things. It's the same way when I play Runeterra, like when I rank ladder, I don't broadcast what I'm doing if I play off stream, which usually I do a lot of my ladder grind off stream. It's completely different. We hope he doesn't do that. Yeah. I don't believe he does. I don't think most people do. You know, you're different on stream and when you're recording a video because you need to explain to everyone what you're thinking, because unless you are like literally like just a completely different level and honestly not playing card games, if you're like a Shroud or something, you can get away with not talking, but your stuff still does better when you do talk. But for card game players, even if you're good at the game, a lot of the reason people watch you is to understand why you're doing what you're doing, and the best way to do that is explaining what you're doing. Yeah, I just be roping just out of pure pleasure. That's evil. That's all I have to say, is that that's evil. End up roping if I'm playing alone in the dark. There's a lot to consider in LOR. I usually don't rope because I feel like a lot of the stuff just comes pretty naturally to me. I definitely like misplay, everyone misplays, but I played a lot of card games, so I feel like it very much comes pretty naturally to me. If I keep my focus, I can usually do things pretty quickly. My roping threshold is 2 emotes. Oh no! Hey, Winter Sands. Chat was just complimenting your Senna Vagar drawing that I love. Once you cross that you're in the longest game of your life, oh my gosh, that's pretty toxic though. You probably shouldn't do that. I really dislike people who like emote things when they shouldn't though, or like, I don't know. Some people emote very strange. Unless they're my friend, like if I know them, I don't care at all. She Wonders good change. I just don't think it's gonna be enough. I think she needs Overwhelm, and even then, I don't know if she's good enough. I think she could benefit a lot from Overwhelm to actually be a real game finisher, because right now, attacking with a 10-10, I mean, it's just not enough in a lot of cases, unfortunately. Even where colors for rally doesn't exist, I do that too sometimes. Like, I'll see like Shurima in like another, or like, sorry, I'll see like Shurima. One time, instead of playing against Pantheon with Demacia, I played against Pantheon with Shurima, and I kept thinking, oh, they're gonna rally against me because I'm so used to Demacia Pantheon. Yeah, Winter Sands. Okay, but she's a turn 6, 0 cost. I don't know. Seems good to me. What are you talking about, Love and Flow? I'm confused. Is she who? What are your thoughts about the patch? Just joined. Honestly, a little disappointed. I would have liked to see some harder hits to Bandle and some buffs for some other archetypes like Deep or Riptide Rex and Kegs and such like that. I think Bandle got a bit of a slap on the wrist. I think the meta will change up though, because I think Aphelios is going to be really good, which is a positive. I think Aphelios might be too good, but at least it's something different. And also they didn't hit Yordles and Arms, which I think is a mistake. Even though they addressed why they didn't, I still think it's a mistake. All the reactions to this patch are extreme when we haven't seen how it will affect the meta. I think that is coming from, how do I explain this? I feel like when you're experienced in card games and the fact that we've had the same issues over and over and over in Legends of Runeterra, where they've put something on the watch list that's been too good and then it takes them another month or two to nerf it, has been an issue that has been reoccurring. It's something that we've seen that they'll make a patch, put something on the watch list, it doesn't fix, and then the meta stays the same. This happens over and over and over again. So if you see the pattern, you know what's coming. Yes, TF Fizz, and TF Fizz was a big one. It happened with Nami. It happened with Pack Your Bags. It happened with Hush. Hey, what the duck? Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. But they keep doing this mistake where they try to like let something ride out a bit, but it's still too good. The same thing is going to happen again. So I don't think it's an extreme reaction when, if you understand like the way card games play out, and like if you've been here since the early games of LOR and seen the same issues happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, why should this time be any different? I think, like I said, I think if you're experienced with card games, especially like a lot of people who are having these reactions have played for 5+ years of their lives, a lot of them even longer than that, including myself. I think I'm like on year 8 or year 9 of card games. You see the same patterns and you're like, okay, well, this isn't gonna change what needs to be changed. And that's disappointing. Yeah, I get that. I think if anything, Yoros and Arms could have had an easy +1 to the cost. Maybe they pull the trigger on changes that are sought after, adjust later. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, I'm thinking like even if you made it +3, +1, I mean, mana might not be like the full thing that needs to happen, but it's at least something. Like, I'm fine with them doing a band-aid patch and then fixing it later. Like, if they're worried about killing the cards, so they kind of slap on the wrist and then fix it later, but not doing anything at all feels pretty bad. I mean, I think Conchologist, that is a big old band-aid. Conchologist is gonna get nerfed again, unless Targon with Aphelios is just able to take out Vandal City a bit too hard. But Conchologist is still a problematic card regardless of the nerf. Like, they're still problematic cards even though they're nerfed. Vandal Tree could be like that too, potentially. Expecting the same things over and over again. Yeah, I see what you're saying, VDub. We do expect different things. Telescope nerfs Horse Rural Arms decks. Yes, it does. They did indirectly nerf Yorls and Arms, at least with the Telescope nerf. But I still don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, Poro Cannon with Yorls and Arms is still one of the most obnoxious things. Poro Cannon Fizz, Yorls and Arms, still crazy obnoxious. And that didn't really get changed. You also see a few procs from the Raw Copper Roiling Sands spell. No matter what, it really reverses here. Oh, yeah. Chrono should have been a 1/2, not a 2/1. Oh, Conchologist. Yeah, I agree with that. 1/2. 1/2 is a pretty bad stat line for a 2-cost card. I mean, at least you get a block like a Spiderling, but with the value it gives when it's a toolbox card of find an answer in a lot of cases, it should not have great stats. The Fate Dragon plus Overwhelm heal buff by Aphelios every turn can be a reality. Wait, I'm a bit confused on that one. Overwhelm heal buff by Aphelios. So elusives are a problem again. Well, that's actually the reason why they printed the card that I spoiled today. Because they were worried about elusives. That is what the devs have told me. Is that this was supposed to deal with elusives better, such as like Poro Cannon and stuff like that. Conch can be even at a 1/1. Yeah, 1/1/2. Like honestly, I would play a like if it was like a 1-mana spell, I would play that card. Is how good it is. So yeah, a 2-mana 1/1 I would also play in a lot of cases still. 1/2 just looks so bad. I don't know why it is. 1/1 for some reason feels better than a 1/2. 1/2 just looks so bad. But I think 2/1 is still too good. I think it was a bit of a slap on the wrist. Because I told you all I like Loping Telescope because I think it creates fun scenarios. I think Conchologist actually does the opposite. The cards that Conchologist pulls from are not very interesting, and a lot of time it just kind of feels like you got BS'd out of something. Which I know people feel the same way about Telescope. I personally don't, but I feel like Conchologist does that on another level because it's hyper consistent. And it's funny because people are like, oh, what we need is to make a smaller pool for Loping Telescope. But then you literally just have something like Conchologist. And Conchologist feels dumb because you get a bunch of tools that you know you can use every game. But yeah, I mean, different opinions will be on it for sure, and that's totally fine. Manifest is a play effect. Crescendum doesn't proc it. Yeah, but that wasn't... Oh, wait, am I... Or are you talking to someone in chat or me? Because I know that Crescendum doesn't proc it. We're talking about a whole nother reason. 6 mana, lose a turret, quick attack. Conch just got buffed because now you can summon... Oh, from gifts. Okay, no. Yeah, you can't... It does, as Chatter said. Yeah, Manifest does... Or Artifact Copium. Oh my gosh, that name Artifact Copium. Oh, poor Artifact. Artifact was the most dead on arrival CCG I've ever seen in my entire life. Can you not see messages or replies? Not if it's just... Here, I'll show you what it looks like for me. It depends on what it is. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. So if it's like... This is what it looks like to me. First time chat from viewer. Manifest as a play effect. Crescendum doesn't proc. I can't see that as a reply, but this right here, like this, I can see that's a reply. He's a little free sorry today. I'm great. Even though, like I said, I'm a bit disappointed by the balance patch, I'm still excited to play the game. I'm excited to play Aphelios Victor. They gave me something to play, and I'm excited about that. I'm gonna make a funny video with that, I'm sure. Can we do that other place? Oh. That we got recently? Okay. Patches tomorrow? Yep. Patches tomorrow afternoon. Alright, chat. I'm quickly deciding what I should have for lunch. And I'm going to order from an Asian place. I think I think I want noodles. Tacos? No. An Asian place. This I've ordered from them before. It's good. It's real good. They have pad thai. I like pad thai. They also have this shrimp stir-fried egg noodle that I like a lot. So I think I might get that. Pad thai is godly. I love pad thai. And I also love this stir-fried egg noodle. I forgot. Have I had pad thai from this place before? Because some places I love their pad thai. Other places I don't care for it as much. Okay, so I probably liked it then if I've had it from here, because I don't remember disliking pad thai recently from anywhere. I think I can get pad thai then. Where is it? Oh, not tofu. I want shrimp pad thai. Doesn't say ordered before. I'm up to try it though. All right, so I'm kind of a little bitch and I'm doing no spice. Thai spices are spicy. Like even mild is just... It's too much for me. Wanted to see. Nope, 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 nope. I want to look at the appetizer too. Are there? Oh, that's order again. I was like, those are not appetizers. Crab rangoons, egg rolls. I don't know if I'll do that. Nah, I'll just do pad thai. Yummy. Cantonese roast duck. I've never had that, but I would definitely be down to try that. I made it on the big screen. Congrats. Taco Tuesday. I'll just see Pranks and Bandletree nerfed as well tomorrow, but right, I'll just wait another month. I don't know if they'll touch Pranks or not. I personally haven't had too many issues with them, but I have no idea what the general player base feels about them right now. So I think that is really important to see like how players feel. Like even if something has like a 50% win rate, but people just absolutely hate playing against it, then it's still worth nerfing it or changing it in some way. I'm so sad there are no Udyr changes at all. Yeah, they definitely should at least... Gosh, he's so bad though. Like even if you give him +1/+1, he's still really, really bad. He's so bad. I don't even know how to fix that guy. AKA Darkness, huge play rate, very polarized, 50% win rate. I don't know about the community's general thoughts on Darkness. I follow people on Twitter seem to not have an issue with it. I have no idea what Reddit feels about it. Like I said, personally, I don't have any issues with Darkness, but I think people just don't like seeing the same things over and over and over again. Like even if it's not that good, you just don't want to see like you don't want to see things anymore. Like you've seen Bandle City, like Poppy. Even though she's not good now, I still hate seeing her just because I have the I remember her being too good a few months ago because it was so annoying and they took so long to nerf her. They took so long to nerf Poppy. That's another one. When Poppy got changed and people are like, well, this isn't gonna do anything, and people are like, oh, just wait it out. Just maybe it'll do something. No, it didn't. See, it's the same thing that's going to happen with Conchologist, where people are like, oh, wait it out, it'll be fine. No, it won't be. I think the average Redder generally dislikes Darkness, but it's too busy talking about Bandle City. Yeah. I mean, Darkness is Bandle City, but yeah. Feel that way knowing in each match there's a Pokestick or Faded Dragon waiting for me. Yes, exactly. Like, even different decks all use the same cards is the issue. Like that is an issue. There was actually, okay, I don't really go on Reddit that much, but there was actually a really good Reddit post that I agreed with some parts of it for sure. Let me find it. It was in the leaked patch notes, which actually ended up being real. I didn't believe in them. They were real. I thought it was just someone messing around because that happened before the last patch too, where someone was like, oh, the patch notes, but they were like super faked. Like they did a really bad job with them. They put too much effort into fake patch notes, which is funny. I wonder if I can unmark my card as a spoiler. It should be top post for the last 7 days. I went to today, so this week. I'll find it in 1 second. Nope. Oh, here. Oh, no. Next one? Did they delete it? Oh, it had 1,100 upvotes. Ish. Where is it? You know what? I might have taken a screenshot of it. Let me see. Nope. Maybe I didn't. Does anyone have a Reddit link to the fake patch notes that were real? Because at one point, I think a mod closed down the comments for it. Trying to find it. I wonder if it did get deleted. Well, it more or less just said like, oh, give me a second. Okay. To paraphrase it in the meantime, the person stated that they weren't looking to see like which next elusive deck did well or the next rally deck that did well. Like even when you get a new card in Runeterra, its win condition is still oftentimes the same, such as using rally on it or adding overwhelm to it, like Zenith Blade. It was deleted, but you should be able to see remaining comments. Are you able to edit it? Man, there's no link. I don't know who made the comment on it, but yeah, they more or less said that. Oh. Yeah, because I didn't actually care about the original post. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe if I control F. Nope. 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 A lot of people want to rally nurse though. Nope. Nope. Or maybe they said Golden Aegis instead of rally. Nope. Gosh, how'd they say it? Did they delete theirs too? I thought it was on here. I want to 10 how's the patch. Five, 4, 5, 6. Average-ish, slightly below average. 5 being average, maybe it's a 4. This is a post with fake leaks that got deleted, but there could have been multiple posts with the leaks. No, it was definitely this one because their first link, I recognize the name because it wasn't first language was English name. The patch goes live tomorrow. Tomorrow around noon CDT or so. Cool notification, got him. Yeah, I didn't realize that you all didn't see first time chat, but they gave that to streamers. I guess I like never seen it when I've watched other Twitch streamers, so like it makes sense, but it wasn't until that long ago that I realized that recently that I only see the first time chatter. But if there is like the hello thing of like, oh, first time viewer, like say hello or something like that. Did you find it, Dan? No. You can't defeat me? I know. You can't defeat me. I know. I don't really get it. Why is Shurima by itself? Oh, Mono Shurima. I get it. Never mind. I get it. Every new streamer's got first time chat UI. Yeah, it's a cool feature though. I mean, I talk to everyone the same, so for me, like it doesn't matter as much, and it does feel, it feels a little bit shady to like focus on the first time viewer more if you're a streamer. But I just talk to everyone. I looked and I couldn't find it. Yeah. I was trying to look, but this person more or less said like, I don't want to see. Like, even if they print new cards, the win conditions are still the same. It used to be Atrocity, but, you know, they nerfed Atrocity. Right now, it's Rally or Zenith Blade giving Overwhelm. Like, I think that's a really good point, is even if they give us new cards, the win conditions in this game do not change. This is funny. All right, this is a reminder. This was a real leak, okay? And... this is a real leak that this person posted. Oh wait, no, never mind. This isn't the same one. No, the original one had 1,000 upvotes. That's why I'm not able to find it. That's why, yeah, the original one had 1,000 upvotes at least. So that's why I wasn't able to find it. However, they probably did copy paste it. Because people like their karma, you know? Too many dumb changes seems fake. This change didn't actually understand what each card is doing. Sharp Sight, for example. What the? The card is strong, but it's fine. Pike seems very random. But makes sense to be strong is not the case here. Lurk deck is doing perfectly fine, 50% win rate. It took almost like some indie player got frustrated by all the strong cards for a region, decided to write a fake patch note to nerf it without any actual stat. I'm sorry, it's too funny. Here, I actually gotta do this. And if these aren't fake, the game is literally doomed. These don't represent any new archetypes, and tier 1 decks will remain the same, except Aphelios probably becomes tier 1, but yeah, that's my thing. It doesn't help any archetypes. Like, yeah. These are the same changes that someone posted in a couple of threads, so either they both saw the same fake nodes or they're real. Not impressed, to be honest. 3 mana doesn't fix the fact that Loping can either give you a very playable card, Celestial, or flat out win you the game. Epic. Aphelios making a comeback might really help with the aggro, but the change to Caitlyn was unnecessary. I don't agree with that. I think the Caitlyn change is great. She's the only card in her package that feels good to play right now, and the change to Victor does nothing. Wait, what do you mean? If she is the only card in her package that feels good to play right now, they buffed all of them. They buffed all of the things that add flash bombs, so I think that person's trolling a bit. And the change to Victor does nothing. I also think they're trolling a little bit with this too. I think Victor's still very slow, but 0 mana is definitely a change to be looking out for. I mean, over time, it saves you a lot of mana. It saves a ton of mana. And allows them to level up easier too. Oh, I hope these are fake. 152 upvotes. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. The facts add up. The info looked right, and given the circumstances of who originally posted it, it seems impossible that it was fake. It was fake, but no, it was real. Either way, to be clear, I agree that quicksand will be crazy if the buff is true. Yep, it is. I'm just saying the fact it looks that OP doesn't necessarily mean the leak is faked. True. Caitlyn's change is proof that this one is fake. Nope. Please be fake, lol. Changes are so bad it's hard to believe it. Really suggests it's fake. I'm sorry, looking at these is so funny to me. I really can't. I really hope this is fake. I'm sorry. I'm just it's so much funnier looking back at it. Did I get through all of them already? That would be disappointing. Has to be fake, right? No rally nerf, Urals and arms untouched? And what is up with these random lurk units getting nerfed? This person... Am I logged in? Yeah, there we go. I 100% agree with this person. That is actually my thoughts right there. Very sus that the league doesn't include everything though. Yeah, I don't think it was actually 33 changes. Oh, all right, here real quick. I have to very quickly. I'll get back to laughing at these. I have to do something for Swim stream really quickly. here is the thumb for this text. 3 new cards. What's it called? Reaction? Or no, just say 3 new cards. Surprise. Every okay. Sorry, I messaged Swim's editor. Look, y'all want the super secret? Oh, boom. I exposed his thumbnail early. Oh, no. Okay. I just came from Swim's stream. Yeah. I'm working on his video stuff on the background. Well, kind of. I'm arranging it. Exposed. His other thumbnail's not quite done yet. Oh, this is that. Oh, that's good. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, chat. Honestly, I didn't actually mean. I don't even know if I remember to do the other one or not. This one's title is. Oh, I said text instead of title. I'm trolling. Because I do his titles and stuff. I don't make his thumbnails. I kind of like do some of the ideas behind the thumbnails, but I don't make them. Someone else did that before. Now I'm kind of doing them a bit more. What do y'all think about this one? Huh? Huh? Exposed. I leaked it. I leaked his thumbnail. Okay. But yeah, you'll have to watch that video later. See, you know, I'm just giving him, you know, as if Swim needs it, but more exposure. Leaked. Leaked. All right, let's go like this. This doesn't sound like Riot, but looks cool. Seems fake. Riot probably wouldn't buff a champion by completely changing the level up requirement. This is gonna be a great one. Loping cost increase just seems really dull and boring. Just basically deletes it from the game. Pyke nerf seems weird. Yes, Lurk is strong, but will decreasing Pyke's power do anything except make Lurk even more locked? This is a kind of a weird comment. I mean, it just makes him Lurk was already locked, and it just makes him not do stuff as much. This is another one about leaks. Ooh, let's clicky. Oh, it's still a thread. Here, let me see. I want to. Sorry, I know I gotta. At this point, we're better off waiting 23 hours for real thing. Besides, I think they're fake. Well, that person actually liked it. They got censored. No one. Dang it. It's pretty likely that they are fake. If I remember correctly, they didn't have the total number of changes writers said they would have.
Let's brighten up their day.
I don't think they changed She Who Wonders to obliterate champs too. It's really weird to change, and they like to have champs with immunities. No, they used to. They don't anymore. Ever since Hush was printed, ever since Targon came out, champions having immunities just wasn't a thing anymore, and that was one of the downfalls, in my opinion. That's a bad thing. People connect with their champions. They want to play their champions. They want to enjoy their champion. They don't want it to turn to a 3-3 mini-T. Oh, also too, hey, thank you so much, Kojo Yanji. Sorry for saying your name so wrong. Thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Pyke nerf that's relevant. I prefer if you could see when he got it. I'm a bit confused, but I think Pyke nerf is relevant. I don't post on Reddit, just Twitch chat, so there's no record that I totally thought all the changes were faked. Yeah, same. I thought they were fake too. And then I actually talked to a friend about it, and they're like, no, I think these are real. And I was like, really? And they were like, no, I think they're real. Like, these are some of these weird change, like Paddlestar seems like something that someone on Reddit just wouldn't make up. And I still thought it was fake after that, but they made a really good point. Hey, Casman. And also the She Who Wonders too. Like a Redditor wouldn't have done that. PNC changes sound okay and sound like Riot. Twin, I think this is a bad change, but it does sound like Riot. I'd more like Fortitude to go up to plus 2 HP and keep Force. Targon's the most sus of them all. They're reverting Aphelios and apparently reworking Gershundum, but how and why? Has to be a better way to do Aphelios. It also does 5 damage. Like, what does that do? Oh. She Who Wonders used to obliterate champions. They nerfed it before release. Yep, yeah. Is there anything about fake? Oh, I already read that. One too many dumb change seems fake. That one's my favorite. It has to be fake. None of these changes is solving the current biggest issue, Bandle City. It's so funny. It has to be fake. The patch isn't good enough. It has to be fake. That's so funny. These leaks are legit posts. So the actual patch got released before and people didn't know if it was fake or not, including myself. I thought it was fake. One of my friends thought it was real. They kind of convinced me, but I still like wasn't sure on it. And yeah, these are people on Reddit responding to it saying this has to be fake even though it was the real patch. So that's why I'm looking at it and laughing because it's hilarious. It's so funny to me. Like, it has to be fact. None of these changes are solving the current biggest issue, Bandle City. This one says, really hope these are fake. Oh my gosh. Overall, I like some of the changes, but I do hope that, that this is fake. Or at the very least, that the other 8 are really good changes. Twin Disciplines is just awful, really bad change. I can tell it's fake because of the Pike nerf. He's already hard to level. That's a good one. That's a good one. I could tell that it's fake. Yeah, someone posted the leaks here, but it looks like it got deleted. I think someone just tried to troll the sub. Some nerfs looked alright, but changing Azir to work not only with units, but also landmarks, Aphelios, main weapons at 2 mana again, and other things made me think that this is the patch wish list more than anything. Oh, there's the Reddit link for you all of what I'm laughing at right now. To be fair, I thought it was fake because of the way they listed it only made it 26, not 33, and also that's why I thought it was fake too. And I also didn't think they would do that to Twin. I actually thought the same exact thing as you. Like, that's why I thought they were fake. I was like, okay, a writer already confirmed there's 33. There isn't enough here. Like, why would they only have part of it if they data mined it? And then also too, I was like, there's no way they would break the flavor of Twin Disciplines. There's no way they would do that. But they were like, oh, we can't balance this card unless we do that, which is really funny too. But yeah, no, I thought the same exact thing as you. But then, like I said, my friend pointed out, there's no way that a Redditor would change Paddle Star. That's only something Riot would do because they've had stats or something for it. And I was like, ooh, that makes a lot of sense too. Caitlyn trash buff, but I like it. It makes her traps feel more. Oh, this is responding to someone. Okay. Sheriff. Who asked to buff her? Who asked? If the devs push a change list like this on Tuesday, the game will die. Oh no. Generally, the devs actually manage to successfully address problems with metagame at large, which these changes largely don't. It seems more likely that these are fakes brought forth by someone who just doesn't understand how to play against Lurk, a deck that is seeing very low play right now and barely making tier 2 win rates. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. gonna read that one again. And the devs push a change like this list on Tuesday, the game will die. Generally, the devs actually managed to successfully address problems in the metagame at large, which these changes largely don't. It seems more likely that these fakes brought forth by someone who just doesn't understand how to play against Slurk, a deck that is seeing very little play right now and barely making tier 2 win rates. Like, I freaking can't. I cannot. At least in terms of play rate, Lurk is consistently the top 4 play decks. I definitely see Lurk getting some nerfs. This is true. Lurk is the 8th most played deck in the game with a patch with a 50% win rate, tier 1 win rate, and it has been in the spot ever since its introduction. It was about time. Like, this makes sense. I still think the Pike one's a bit weird, but like, it makes sense. It's still, well, this better be fake. These are so bad and so random. Oh my gosh. These are the same changes that someone posted a couple threads, so either both. Oh, I already read that one. I think we've read all of them that said that they're fake. Not real. Dang it. Okay. That was a good laugh though. I think we're good with that one though. I think we're probably done with this. 7.9k karma. I do not post to Reddit. I don't know if that's supposed to be a high. I think that's a low number, right? Because I don't really post to Reddit. What does my profile even look like? You know, honestly, I think the last time I posted to Reddit, apparently I did 4 months ago, but I think my last like regular post was probably something to Runeterra, and then another time. Oh yeah, let's go. I posted that to Runeterra. Here, I'll play that in a second. I don't even know what this is responding to be honest. I think I was talking to a dev here. Yeah, this is responding to Dova Geddes. Oh, let's take a look at this one. Do y'all remember this? Contributed to the Grumble Slug. Oh yeah. We're not gonna read all of this. Oh, on power, fun, and frustration. All right. So these are promises that we got. Keep in mind, we still value allowing metagames to evolve and change over time without direct live design updates. We think that this is something special about our genre and rewards exploration and innovation. And there will be times when the metagame is diverse, even when we might have a few patches without card updates. The answer may not always be in live design. It could be in a new expansion or just time to discover new impactful decks, but live card updates can be a powerful tool to help when necessary to keep the game feeling fresh and exciting. It's interesting because we're kind of going a different direction where we're now adding cards during the balance patch as well. Thank you to everyone who's giving us feedback in a positive and healthy way. We hear you loud and clear, and we're making changes. Thanks for helping our community. All right, well, they did make the changes because in that sense, because they are adding new cards during this balance patch. Like, that is a new way to try to balance the game. All right, but here y'all go. This is what y'all really wanted, right? Wait, my headset died again. I can't hear it. I don't know how loud it is. All right, well, we won't watch the whole thing of it. But this is when a deck. So this uses the 3 mana, or sorry, the draw 2. The 2 mana make you draw like a fleeting card, and then you would have the, I forgot what this card is called, Tortured Prodigy, that when you killed one of your own units, then it would refill your spell mana. So you would just make units and then you would kill them with your Go Hard, and then you would be able to play yeah. But yeah, then you would play the, what do you call it? The Pack Your Bags for 1 mana. But they have that stupid rule where you can only play the same spell 16 times in a turn. So that was the joke here. But I can't play any more cards. I'm gonna do it again. And I had them so low. Yeah, that was one of my Reddit posts. Oh, this art. So this background is actually Deny in different colors. So you see the hand from Deny, and then I had commissioned someone to make the art. Those are my emotes. Fuse, sip, fuse, yum. Yeah, that's never gonna. These are like 2 years ago. We're already back to 2 years ago. Of course, the classic. Posted that. Oh, I was able to post the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legends of Runeterra edition. Apparently I did post it to Reddit. We already watched that earlier. Because it's linked to my Twitch, because it's on my highlight of my Twitch channel. Yeah. Posted my own video when I was just a small little bitty YouTuber who couldn't get any love. Yeah, it's pretty boring, honestly. That's why I don't have much karma. Oh, what do I do here? I think I did the... Oh, yeah. So anyway, I started crafting. That was for the expansion. Did you like the patch notes? Honestly, they're a bit disappointing. I'm excited to play Aphelios and Victor, but I was hoping for more. Why is Christendom impactful in your opinion? So, being able to summon Eye of the Dragon. I think that's what that person is saying. Sorry if I answered your question for you. But yeah, summoning Eye of the Dragon out of the deck, it thins your deck so you can draw your champion easier. And on top of that, Eye of the Dragon is broken. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that I found the patch notes a bit disappointing. Definitely not afraid to say that. I expected more. And then this is back to my old game, which died, and I was sad. And that's it. Oh, I remember making this. You see this? See, look at this editing. Bing! This is also known as just a little bitty small YouTuber. Look, there it is. And then we have this again. I'm just enjoying the music. It was just, yeah. Look, me posting again. Look at me, the small YouTuber. Just trying to get some eyes on my content. Come on. I'm just trying to get some eyes on my content, man. Just don't blame me, self-promo. Oh, I posted this thing. This video. This video still gets views to this day. It gets like 3 views a day, and it is over 2 years old for a dead game, which is really funny to me that it still does well. Yeah, and then after this, it's all non-Runeterra stuff. It's my previous game that freaking died. Oh, this probably won't even show because I have this video unlisted. Oh, maybe you can see it. I was looking at some of my old videos. Oh my gosh, they're so cringe. So I made this deck that when you hit yourself in the face, it killed your opponent. There was one card in the game where you could attack your own self in the face. No one had done this before. It was a very creative idea that I had of I want to kill my opponent by killing myself. Obviously only in the game. And that's here.
Oh my
so
gosh,
the way this worked is there's these little runes, and when they broke, this card made you heal, and this card does damage based off of healing.
No, it's Singleton. Please don't kill it. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Please.
So that's a prophecy card that they're able to play during the turn. And this one doubles it.
Yes!
So I hit myself and then I killed them.
We got it.
Which I was very excited about. Oh, good times, good times. Yeah, it's all privated now. That was before I did Runeterra. Been in the card game business for a bit now. Middle City has some cool stuff like Ziggs and buildings. Now it's just painful to replace with other regions. I hated Bandle, then I played Fizz, Lee Sin, Talia Ziggs. Now I love Bandle. I like Talia Ziggs, actually. I like Talia Ziggs. I like Malphite Talia as well, but I don't even think that's Bandle, is it? I like Talia Ziggs. Fizzly, man. See, my perspective is also very different than most people's because I play this game differently than a lot of, or similar to a lot of people, but a lot of people will get one deck and then they'll spam it for a while. But for me, I've had to change the deck that I play every single day to make content, and I don't really plan to do that in the future. But if I can find a deck that I really love and get to play and enjoy, I'll enjoy the game a lot more. But like when you change your deck every single day, even if you really enjoy a game, or even if you really enjoy a deck and want to play it for longer, you don't get to because you have to make the next video. All right. Justice reigns from above. Yes, I thought about putting this in my video. If you don't know, this is a reference to Overwatch. And sometimes she does say, she says Rocket Barrage too. I almost put that in my video, but I didn't know if Riot would like that or not. Is a former Pharah player that still haunts me? Nothing. Like having perfect position, you only get sniped mid ult. Yeah, I'm actually gonna reply. I was so close to putting this in my reveal video. You have no idea. Defensive Matrix, activate. Just a bunch of Overwatch quotes. Sulfur used to unplug her channel, so I'm gonna do it all. Is the video she announces the new card. She's one of my favorite LOR content creators. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. This actually almost bringing a tear to my eye. Also, my O didn't go. Aww. Aww. I'm gonna upvote it too. It's so nice. Sounds like Riot gave 3 people 3 cards that they're releasing with the patch. True. Contributes to the conversation. It's okay. I don't see it being main decked unless you have some specific synergy, Funsmith, Senna, Kegs. Yeah, potentially. Swain would run this. Lots of damage. Set up Flocks. Yep. So nobody runs Swain with P and Z because Bandle is just better. Ooh, kind of true. Swain isn't picky. True? He just wants to ping off stuff. Yeah, yeah. I kind of want to vote this, but I don't need to. People who aren't meta play Swain with P and Z. True Shot Barrage, green with Envy. True. They should probably make a fast speed now that this exists. But no. I think probably not. Well, where is this from? From OP's YouTube channel. Heck yeah, it is. Let's go. This looks like a card for Peace or for Path of Champions. I didn't check who posted it, so it's a new card, huh? Neat. I didn't check who posted it. I have credibility. That's the word. I have credibility. It's a rarity gem though, so it's a collectible. True. This is from a big content creator, so it's probably legit, although I don't know why we are getting new cards right now. Official Runeterra Twitter account retweeted it. May have just been announced a tad early. No, it's on purpose. They remarked about it in the patch notes. Personally, I like this direction. Here, I'll reply. They Riot gave a couple content creators the cards to reveal a little early. There we go. From Silverfuse's video, a huge balance patch is coming soon, and a secret right here there will be new cards as well. Unexpected, but why not? Right, why not? Swain will love this. You've got my attention. This is against a 3 enemy board with 1 Keg affecting 2/3 Swain level up by itself, and that doesn't seem unrealistic situation. Maybe this card will allow PNZ Swain decks to run slightly fewer removal spells. Oh, the famous Nox Bilgewater PNZ villain. Totally forgot the Keg. This is funny. Okay, it's only 1 card, but to me this says allowed region identity. This is something you can totally see PNZ and yet is missing. We're filling holes and gaps, and now I'm double excited to see what else is coming. Well, there might be a bit disappointed, but yeah, still good. Browse Reddit for some quality content right now? Heck yeah. This is going straight to YouTube too, don't you worry. Not on the main channel, I'll go on the second channel if I revamp that thing. I haven't posted on it for almost 150 days now. Yeah. Why do all the board clears only do 1 damage to everything? I think only Freljord has the 2 damage ones. Lots of boards I deal with have at least 2 health. Is there something I'm missing? Or only boards worth clearing the LOR or the spider ones? Freljord board wars also nuke your own board. True. See new control card, Day Unruined. Alright, please buff this card to 6 mana for my Jace deck. Hey, what? Where? Hey, it's me. Might use this card can be really good versus Ionian decks and their squishy elusives. Useless against owls though. Owls. Copium, maybe they removed the spell shield. Oh, the little owls. Okay. Oh, I know what they're talking about now. Yeah, from Vandal City. We're Hopium for 6 months now. Maybe they'll pay off eventually, surely, probably, absolutely. It's Christmas Day for Ezreal players. It's only 1 target. Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. True. Z-Mech. Suddenly, I feel bad for Mega Inferno Bomb. That's funny. This should be a fast, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I mean, it contributes to the conversation, and I generally agree with it, but yeah. It's funny how overcosted every single removal is in this game. Oh, this is where we start getting to the downvotes? Oh, not necessarily. Swipe pipe. It is kind of swipe-like. But it doesn't hit face or nexus. My Ez Karma deck will love this. Oh, my favorite region got a new toy, but why is it not a fast? Kinda sus, though. I trust Silverfuse, I don't trust Rito. Be careful of Friday. The fools are coming. Oh, kind of like how they're like, though I trust Silverfuse, I don't trust Friday. That's funny. That's so funny. I posted mine right away, so people are like, what? I'm sure. Wait, what's the percent? Oh, 12 people are here right now. I didn't even know that was a thing. There's 12 people here. It used to give like an upvote percentage somewhere. Because I wonder how many people saw it, thought it was fake, and downvoted it at the start. The entire point of them is spell shield, though. Yeah, it is. The spell shield is a really important part of them. Wait, Inferno is deal 2 damage AoE outside of Freljord. Yup. It's only to the opponents. And I don't know if it hits off spell shield first or not. I think it does, though. I thought it was fake until Riot retweeted it. Yeah, I wouldn't post a fake card. I also said like thanks Riot for giving it to me. I think if I were to fake that, I think Riot would not be happy with me. Like I am, you know, partnered with them and stuff in the League Partner Program, and I think if I used anything like that to try to get like clout or something after like faking something and then saying, oh yeah, Riot approved of this, I don't think they would be happy with me. And I'm very much a people pleaser. I'm very much a people pleaser, so I would never do something like that. There's definitely some trolls who would, like emotional, I could see him doing something like that. Me though, no, it's not my personality. You should make it cast twice or deal 2. I don't know. I personally like the idea of making it a fast. I don't know if that's too good though. Seth Applaud was saying he thought it would be too good. But I'm interested to see how it plays out. You know, trolling with Mega Inferno Bomb. Yeah, it is a bit troll. I don't think this will be that bad in Kate and Ezreal. Yeah, I think Kate and Ezreal, and I think in maybe a Swain deck, like a Noxus Swain or Noxus PNZ Swain deck potential, maybe something like that. Oh, you're talking about Inferno, not this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, something like that. I think I'm actually going to wrap up the stream here pretty soon. It's been almost 4 hours now, and I haven't edited any more videos or started. Actually, at this point I'm sending them to someone else, but I haven't decided what I want to make my next video on. And honestly, there's not too much to do until tomorrow, and tomorrow I think I'll probably try to stream Victor Aphelios. Use Stony Suppressor to use it with Jace. True. I'll probably stream tomorrow the like actual gameplay, because playing today is weird when the patch is coming out literally tomorrow. Did I see something? Oh no. Oh, okay. I did not see this. Totally hear you all about Yorls and arms being missed as part of the core patch, and I think it's fair to feel suspicious that the other changes don't impact it enough. I do think the patch is going to shake things up, but we are ready to adjust if nothing changed. Yeah, but they're ready to adjust in a month. They're ready to adjust in a month is the problem. If they could say this next week, they'll fix something, thumbs up. No problems at all. But when they said they're ready to adjust, they mean they're ready to adjust in a month. You know? That's different. Like, I'm glad that they're ready to adjust it, but ready to adjust it in a month is the issue. Like, that's the problem, is ready to adjust means we are going to adjust it. Yeah, that's my issue. Yeah, another month. That's a long time to leave a game in a state where people feel like it's broken and they're leaving the game because they feel like it's broken. You can't just be like, oh, that's broken and a lot of people don't like it anymore. Oh, we'll just, you know, another month won't hurt, right? Right? Another month won't hurt. No, like, that's the issue. And I don't think, just to be clear, I don't believe this is Deadbolt. I don't believe this is Deadbolt's fault at all. It's more than likely not his fault. He's not making that decision of when the patch comes out. That's someone higher than him, most likely. You know, whether it be someone, you know, on the financial side or whatever. Like, it's someone else is making that decision outside of him. He doesn't necessarily, like, or a group of people or whatever. Like, I'm not saying it's his fault. Being very clear on that. The devs might even disagree with it internally, thinking we need to change this now, but they can't because they don't have the resources to do so. Honestly though, a month only feels like a long time because we play every day. Yeah, it's definitely true. A month feels a lot longer when you play every day. But at the same time, a lot of people who play every day are very invested in the game, and you definitely want to keep people who are invested in the game happy as well as new players. You want to do both, and it can be hard to do sometimes. I took time off of work to play tomorrow, but I don't even know if I want to play now. I guess I'll play something else. I'm sorry to hear that. I still am happy with Victor Aphelios, and I'll still try it out before like I 100% say my thoughts on it, because I do think he is right. I do think this patch will shake things up. I do agree with him on that. However, I don't know if it will shake things up enough. And I don't think it shakes up things enough to get players who have left the game to come back necessarily, and that's not good. The next big thing I think gives a chance to really shake up the game is regionless, and I'm a bit hesitant on regionless, but I think it could definitely be really good for the game. If it changes the meta, I'll be happy. I think this will change the meta a lot. I think Targon does really well with dealing with Bandle City, and I think Targon's going to be really good. So I think Targon being really good means that Bandle City will kind of go out for that reason. I think Aphelios is incredibly hard to deal with. Most likely, he's going to be very easy to protect once again, and I think he is going to be extremely strong. And in some ways, the Crescendum is a buff to some cards that wanted to run their good 2-drops and couldn't, and now they can without any downside of Crescendum. What counters Targon though? Rushdown. In the past when we had really strong Targon, there were overwhelmed decks that countered it pretty hard because you couldn't block. Pirate aggro usually got out healed, but you had Fangs at the time. You don't have Fangs anymore, so pirate aggro hasn't really been a thing for a while, but some kind of like burn like that probably does pretty well. After that, Ionia stuff, Lee Sin beat it too, if I remember correctly, unless Double Hush was a problem when it was 2 mana, but now that it's 3 mana, not as much of an issue. What you said is right though, win cons are not super varied. Yes, I think that's the biggest problem with the game, is even though we have lots of different decks, the win cons aren't necessarily varied, and that's bad. That's one of the reasons why Lurk is really good to exist, by the way. As I kind of mentioned earlier, Lurk existing is a good thing because it is a varied win con. This Yordles and Arms win con, Rally win con, Yordles and Arms win con. This is a varied one, which is nice. Faded also, I would say to an extent, this is a Rally win con. I played this deck a lot, and usually I either win because my Pantheon high rolled or because I played Golden Aegis. And of course, there's the Dragon too. Spider aggro. This one is been in the game for so long, and I think this deck should be good. All right, I want to make it very clear. This deck needs to be in the game because it's really good for new players to learn the game, and it's very cheap to build. I think Spider aggro being a good deck is completely fine. Rally win con. Burn. Lurk is Divergent. Papercraft. This one's still Divergent, but it's still like I make my Fizz big. I make my elusive Fizz big. I make my elusive Fizz big. Like I make my elusive big. Bandle Tree is a Divergent win con. Oh, look at all this Bandle, man. Darkness also does have a Divergent win con, I suppose, too, which is nice, but it still feels samey because they're all freaking Bandle. Rumble Discard, I don't even know this deck existed, so I guess that's Divergent. Fey combo, yeah, that's definitely kind of feeling the, another Rally deck. Seems like Rally is pretty good. That's interesting. Yuumi Overwhelm. This was a deck I had been building at the beginning, and this is one that Swim and I worked on for a little bit, actually. On the on day one, on the first day when the streamers got their early access, Swim and I worked on this deck. I didn't know that he ended up posting it because Swim posts most of these. I didn't know this was one. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know this was has anyone seen this deck? But man, that was a lot of rallies and Yordles and Arms in tier 1, huh? Wasn't it? Rumble discard A tier? Yeah, I don't know about that one, Swim. Darkness is love. Oh, more up to date. Son of Vagar, Darkness. Yep. Rally. Yordles and Arms. Caitlyn Ezreal, yeah, this one has kind of come into play recently, which I like this archetype a lot. Its win rate, still not that great, but I like this archetype a lot. I've always appreciated, like, the Noxus, like, Draven, Caitlyn, I didn't really care for Draven Ezreal that much, funny enough. But I've always liked Caitlyn Caitlyn Draven, and I think I'd like Caitlyn Ezreal too. Lurk, Rally, Yordles in Arms. Yeah, and you know, then it starts getting a bit more divergent after, but like the top 10 cards, and you look at these play rates too. Let's look at, like, we look at these play rates for these cards, or for these decks. Like, they are eating up a good chunk of the meta for being the same win conditions on almost all of them. Not all of them, but almost all of them. Like, that's, you know, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. That's a, look at this. Look, Deep is trying so hard. Deep is trying so hard. Mono Shurima. Mono Shurima. There's 70 players. It has a player number. Wait, where did they get this from? There's only 803 players. Oh, it's the last 2 days. Oh, okay. I was gonna. Oh, those are still really low. This is... To be fair, a lot of players play PvE and don't play the... Is this ranked only, or is this unranked too? I feel like this has to be like only ranked or something in a region. I have no idea how this is sorted. But I would have thought there would have been more games, because like you see like Mobalytics and there'll be like a billion kajillion games for this. This is for the season, but matches 33,000. Mono Shurima, enjoy her. Hey, Octara, dude. I agree. You could call for Demacia Yordles and Arms the same though. They kind of are feeling the same. Yeah. Masters only. Oh, okay. Masters only makes more sense. I need to double check something. First one should be all ready. Doing the next one as quick as possible. A bit longer. Sure. I need to check if my food is here yet. Is food here yet? I also need to go to Swim's YouTube. They said the patch was locked before their break. Yeah, that's indeed what they said. Which is understandable. Like, obviously, I want rioters to be able to have breaks. I don't understand why other games that Riot has get hot fixes and Runeterra doesn't. My belief is Runeterra doesn't have as big of a budget. Hot fixes do cost money. It costs money to fix it on the server, and it costs money to push it through mobile as well. And my assumption is that the budget isn't as high for Runeterra than like TFT or like League of Legends or whatever. So my thought is it's essentially Riot doesn't see it as worth the money for them to change it. So we have this. Okay. Check this. Sorry, I had to change a couple things. Or sorry, I have to check video or Swim's video before I upload it. Patches were April Fool's joke copium. Yeah, I agree. Big cope. Okay, this looks good. Of course it's not. Oh, we all know it's not. I think they are restructured. They have to be, because they just lost like a bunch of their devs, or like
Say
hiring
hello
devs.
to my little friend.
Hey, Trickster. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Once again, you all hear sounds on your side, right? Because I don't hear sounds on my side. Like when that raid happened, did you hear a sound for it? Yes, we hear. Is it too loud or is it okay? I don't hear the sound. I don't know why I don't. I'll have to look at it later. Say hello, my little friends. Yeah. Say hello to my little friends. Like 5% too loud. Okay, so it's not like blowing out your eardrums, but it's not perfect either. A big boom. Well, Yeah, I have no idea why I can't hear it. I'll test it later. Maybe my OBS volume got turned down. That could be it. I'm not hearing. Actually, I know why it is. I think. Maybe. I kind of know. So here, I have this thing. All right, this is what this is. This is a Go XLR. I have it on my desk, but this is a program for it. And there's this routing here. And so there's headphones. If I turn this on here, I can hear myself. Obviously, I don't want to hear myself. No one really wants to hear themselves. Chat is my Discord. Music. Game. I don't actually know why I'm not hearing it now that I look at this. That doesn't... So... And the broadcast stream mix, that's what you all are hearing. So you hear my mic, but I don't hear my mic. I don't know. I feel those buffs make me happy. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how good he is. This is called a California Smile or something like that. I just net deck someone. I probably isn't perfect, but that's why, like, if I go lower or higher and stuff, it kind of like evens it out to an extent. But I net decked a dude and women's voices are different. so I probably like made myself too low at some parts because, you know, dudes like want the lower tones and stuff. Oh, sorry. Wait, that's the wrong one. Wait, where is it? Where's my EQ? It looks similar to this. Why can't I fit? Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the California Smile. That makes more sense. Yeah. I don't know this stuff that well. These are like the low sounds. These are the mid tones, and these are like the higher tones. And like the guys make theirs at least lower for sure. But I don't know enough. I just net decked. I was like, okay, I think it sounds fine. And then yeah, called it good. You sound good. Yeah. All right, that's good. Okay. Really see how exhaust plays out. Wait, they didn't change exhaust. Or are you just saying with the new combo? Oh, with the swipe. This is now a text stream. This is an everything stream. We do it all here. The raid sounds like 2 level louder than your regular talking voice. Here, I'm gonna fix it on stream. We're doing a text stream, right? You'll know all my secrets soon. Valorant stream? I'm going to eat lunch. So probably not. I would otherwise. I'm very hungry. TFT stream? I haven't played the set. I played set 6. I haven't played set 6.5 yet, Dan. I need to. I mean, I need to at least get masters, but I think I might be streaming like more set 7. I really want to play set 7. Okay. Let me take a look at this of why I can't hear it. Oh. Wait, is this why I can't? It's not showing it. Wait. No, it does. Oh. Okay, that doesn't have a sound anyway. Got the lights. Woohoo!
Let's brighten up their day.
I can't hear it. So let me just I would
This
like
is
to
a
hear it.
test.
I'll have to troubleshoot that off, but for now I can turn it down for you all. Alert delay. Wait, where's the turn down? Where's the turn down? It's here somewhere. Follows, I turned off the sound. Subs, sound volume.
Let's
Is that
brighten up their
better?
day.
Should it be lower? That's better. Okay.
This is a test.
Just, I forgot to push save on the other one. I wonder if it actually saved. There. Okay, well, those should be better now for you all. Of course, she has little XR. Yeah. The lights look sick. Yes. All right. I use this thing, you know, because we're a tech stream now. Yeah, I spent like a full day figuring this out one time. I use this program. It's called Lumia Stream. It's a free program for the unupdated version. I don't have the updated version. So you can do like more patterns and stuff with like, sorry, not the updated version, the pay version. You know, I'm just on the free version. But yeah, essentially I have these things. They're called Govee lights. They're Wi-Fi you know, they have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and stuff. So I have it set where how exactly did I do it? I followed a YouTube tutorial. Oh yeah, it's locked because I don't have oh yeah, default state. This is just the color blue. And then I have it set to alerts, Twitch, and then when there is a follow, I have it set to a reaction for 2.2 seconds. And oh, my reaction that it's set to it's just called follow. Yeah, the value follow. And it's where it just turns freaking red. They have other ones, like these ones are loaded into it already. I made follow and I made sub, and that was the only two I made. The other ones are all presets. But follow is just turn red, sub is to do like the rainbow go through. So that's when I was doing earlier when I did like test sub and stuff. But yeah, this took me longer than I feel like it took me longer than I should have, but my Wi-Fi on one of my lights on this one didn't want to connect for some reason, and that was giving me issues. So I just like, you know, restarted it over and over again until finally it worked. So it worked, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's worked for like 3 streams now. So I just wanted to do something you know, not different per se, but just I don't know, something that stands out and makes people, you know, I didn't want a sound. I wanted not an experience, but something you could see instead. This looks they look super yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, stream setup tutorial. Yeah, I used a YouTube tutorial. I used a couple to like figure out how to do it, but like some people, like you can, your default can be like, some people do like a rainbow going up, you know, like a rainbow where, because it can move, like it can do more patterns than what it does. It's, you know, segmented. It's segmented where I can do like a rainbow, like stemming up from the bottom, going up and stuff like that. But because mine's the free version, it's just stationary. But at the same time, because there's already a good amount of things going around in the room and stuff, I don't think I really need like moving lights at the same time. And getting them to do things at the same time is hard too, just because for some reason, this one is always a little bit behind that one. I don't know why, but that is the case. So when it's just turning red, you can't really notice it as much than if they were having a constant pattern that they were displaying. But yeah. I think I might be calling it. I will be planning to stream Aphelios Victor tomorrow. Depending on how long that goes, I might switch over to some TFT or Valorant afterwards. But today's been, it's been a good day, but stressful with all the plumbing issues we've been having. Got to figure that out, and I am pretty hungry now. It's almost 3 o'clock, and I haven't eaten anything today. And yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm really happy that I got to show a new card to everyone. I think it's super cool that Riot, you know, trusted me to do that and picked me to do that. I am a little disappointed with the patch notes, but I want to try stuff still. You know, there's things to do. As far as my content in the future, I haven't really decided what I'm doing yet. I'm still going to be playing LOR. But I also plan to play some other Riot games such as TFT and Valorant as well, because I think they're fun and I don't want to burn myself out on LOR, and they're not going to update the game for like every 2 months or so. Then it doesn't really make sense for me to play it every day. So in my opinion, I'm kind of thinking that like I'll play a lot when like new patches and expansions come out, but then I might play like TFT or something when like after like the hype of the expansion dies out or something. I have no idea for sure. I'll see how I'm feeling, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make daily videos with, or nor do I really plan to regardless, because I would rather go for more quality content rather than just like daily, you know, like quantity over quality content. Just I want to try something out. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I want to try something out. I think it will be a more fun, but also I think I'll just make better content that people will enjoy more regardless. I want to make things that people enjoy and not just because I have to grind to do them essentially. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that on the first or second channel or what. No idea. No idea. Okay. Well. Oh, there's so many pages. Crescendo changes is interesting. Yeah, it is definitely interesting. I think it's pretty okay. I think it's all right. The only thing that I dislike about it, but they do have Loping Telescope now. I was gonna say, it doesn't feel like a Targonian thing to me. Like it is kind of like feels a weird flavor wise, but besides that, pretty okay. What are we doing? I'm about to end stream. I'm sorry. We were just looking at, you know, some tweets and patch notes and stuff. Plenty of things in the VOD, but I am about to end the stream. It always feels bad when people are like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I'm about to go. Oh, horrible patch notes. They were not my favorite. Randomness and Targon feels weird. Yep, yeah. Because at least with Loping Telescope, it's Bandle City and Targon. Like, you don't really think, oh, you know, Loping Telescope is a Targon card. You think, oh, it's a Bandle City card. But yeah, that is a little bit weird with Targon because, you know, you have the Celestials, and at least it is within the region that the regions that it is in. I think that helps with it not feeling as weird for Targon. I think that's a good thing. Let's go read Raleigh. Bandle City should get a rework or something. It's just toxic. I don't really know what they're gonna do about it, to be honest. And I'm happy I don't have to figure it out. I don't know exactly what to say about Bandle City, but I know it's an issue and I don't necessarily know how they're going to fix it. I am going to eat my lunch though. I'm gonna go raid Raleigh Attack. She raided me the last time I streamed not too long ago, and I have since talked to her a lot more. She is very kind and a great streamer. She is playing, it looks like, I think she might be playing Bandle Tree right now, but yep, she is playing, and like I said, she is, oh, my cat. I've been lurk all day. Hey, thanks for lurking, Hateful Nate. Appreciate it. And I appreciate all. I just appreciate the support you've given me for such a freaking long time. It's insane. Man, what even is the follow date for you? I gotta look now. July 27th, 2017. That's like really close to when I started streaming. Or no, sorry, no, August 27th, 2021. That was your create date. That was the follow date. I think I started my first stream on August 21st. Oh wait, following says, oh, you unfollowed and then refollowed. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Called out. No, I don't care. Subbed for 47 months, but following since 2021. So it's been almost 4 years now. And I remember you told me that when you subbed to me, you're like, I'm never going to unsub for you as long as you stream, which I took a break from streaming for a bit, and you still subbed the whole time anyway, because you're amazing. Oh, thank you. Well, you know what? Now that we're here, this is my pad thai. So I'm going to eat that. I really love your content, like the honest LOR player. Thank you so much. Yes, Nate, I don't plan to stop. I plan to stream more. I plan to stream a lot more, and not because now that I've been able to hire a YouTube editor, I can stream more. But I plan to do a mixture of games, like I said, TFT, Valorant. I'll probably play some Overwatch 2 when it comes out. I'm excited. I'll still make LOR content as well. Don't you worry for my, LOR viewers. So, I'm just happy. I'm pretty happy with the direction of being able to try to diversify a little bit more. Overwatch 2, yes, I'm gonna play Overwatch 2. I signed up for the beta already, and I really loved Overwatch. Overwatch 2 beta starts April 26th. You can sign up for it, but of course, I have no idea how many people they're letting in. I don't know if I'll make it in. I hope I get in, but I don't know if I will. I mean, I don't have any cool like streamer privileges with them, unfortunately. Maybe I can convince them to give me a key. But yeah, I loved playing Overwatch with my friends, and Overwatch was actually one of the first games that I started streaming. I'm pretty sure Hateful Need has watched me stream Overwatch here. There's probably no one else in the chat who's stream Overwatch besides him. That was one of my PUBG and Overwatch were like my two most streamed games when I started streaming. So I met a lot of great friends. The person who made my emotes I met from Overwatch. Like my current Twitch emotes, I still talk to her today. She made my emotes. I met her randomly in Overwatch. So it's just cool how gaming can do that. It's something that I wish card games could do a little bit more of too. Overwatch is an example of an overpowered units who kill the game. I think Overwatch had not necessarily the overpowered issue. I think one of their biggest issues was the fact that if your DPS players were garbage, then your whole team just couldn't do anything about it. Like if you have a soldier who can't hit the Pharah flying up in the air and you're playing Ana or Mercy or something, you're trying to heal your team, you can't do anything. Like you can't do anything that your soldier can't hit scan, things like that. I think that was really poor balancing in that regards. Or if like you're a tank and your DPS can't kill the Reaper or whatever, like you can't do anything. I don't know how they address that exactly. They've talked about it. They know it's an issue, and like dive comps and stuff just jumping on and killing the healers, and the healers not really being able to do anything about it. So they know that it's an issue, and apparently they're going to address it. If your tank sucks, same story. Yeah, really, if one person at all just really, really sucks in the game, it hurts. But like DPS especially, tank, yeah, then your DPS can't do damage, and it's just like a whole circle. Yep. Okay. So I don't know how they address that, but hopefully they do, and I'm willing to give it a shot. I miss talking to people in voice chat, and hopefully, like, at least when I played Overwatch, it didn't feel that sexist. When I played Valorant is like so freaking sexist. It's so bad. I think I might make a video on it sometime of all the sexist things people have told me in Valorant. I don't always record though, is the issue. But I think it would be kind of funny to make people in Valorant just being super, super sexist. I mean, because I'm not good at the game, so like, what else am I gonna do? My experience, the workload shifted in the meta. Earlier DPS, now tank. I could believe that. Tank is like the least queued for a role, and I don't know if it's because it's kind of like jungle in League of Legends, where it does have a pretty big impact, but it feels crappy to play. Like jungle in League of Legends feels that way, and tank in Overwatch can feel that way as well. Like it's a very thankless position. If you do really well, people just expect you to do really well, but like even healers get thanked quite a bit. I play a lot of support. I play a lot of support in Overwatch, so people usually appreciate their healers. Like that became like a very like pretty big thing for a bit. And if your DPS pops off, you notice. But when your tank pops off, you notice because the DPS is doing well, not necessarily because the DPS is good. I also played a lot of Reinhardt and Diva in Overwatch as well. I didn't really play DPS at all. Lucio, I love Lucio. I liked Lucio, Ana, Mercy, and then I played Reinhardt and Diva. Which is weird because I wish I could just like choose the champions or like I don't know, like I only want to play like those two tanks. Oh, Moira? Yeah, I also played her as well. Yes, I enjoyed her too. Man, yeah, I will definitely stream Overwatch 2 though. I can't see myself not streaming it just because at the very minimum, just the nostalgia of the game, nostalgia of the game, and it being one of the first games that I used to stream, and I met so many amazing people, and a good number of them I still talk to today, which is really cool. And I know a lot of people also kind of have that nostalgia for it too, and I hope it's good. I would love to enjoy it. I would absolutely love to enjoy Overwatch and, you know, just have the more games I can play, the better. I tend to get really addicted to one game though, but I'm trying to not do that as much because I get really addicted to a game and then I burn myself out of it, where I want to kind of diversify it a bit more so I can enjoy everything and not just one thing. I love current Doomfist. I think Doomfist is cool just because he has like really cool combos and stuff like that. However, as a support player, playing against Doomfist felt like hell. Playing, like being an Ana against a Doomfist, I mean, you have your sleep dart, but if that doesn't hit, you're screwed. You're dead. Moira used to be so OP too. She would do so much freaking damage with her ult. I remember her ult was like, you could play aggro as Moira. I think they changed it where she doesn't deal as much damage now though, right? She still does a good amount of damage, but she used to do, oh, you used to be able to play DPS Moira and just occasionally like heal one of your teams or teammates. Yeah, Mr. One Shot. Yeah, he's spooky. Discord Orban ult, pentakill. Oh, I love Zenyatta too. I used to play him quite a bit, but then like I felt like my aim was getting worse and I wasn't doing enough for my team, or like his healing orb. I think they nerfed it at some point too, where it healed like a less amount per second or whatever. So I've stopped kind of playing him around that time. He's still super meta right now. Ooh, nice. I might have to play him. He was going to be my next golden gun because I have the Nutcracker Zenyatta skin and it has like the nuts around him. And if it's gold, then I have golden nuts. I only have I think Mercy and Ana for golden stuff so far. And I also thought about getting Reinhardt at one point. But I really like the idea of having golden nuts on Zenyatta. I always like the golden gun system. I thought that Blizzard's always been really good at doing things like that. Where like Hearthstone, you get like 1,000 win portrait in Hearthstone. You get golden guns for different ranks or like ranked points for Overwatch. Like they've always been really good at that. And I feel like LOR could do more for their ranked system and rewards. You get an icon, cool. You get some cards. Nice. Like prismatics, which are nice, but like I wish we got something a little bit more to show off. Like maybe you get like some cool swag on your Nexus or something. I don't know, there's gotta be something. Love how Overwatch never had pay to win. Yeah, it was just like you had cosmetics. I mean, the loot box system was a bit messed up in some ways, but I liked it how it was just like, all right, I can play any champion I want. I don't have to buy them. I can just play the champion and I can, you know, move on with my life, which you do have to like pay for the base game, but it's nice that I've bought the game and then I know the future champions coming out that I also own too. And then it's just cosmetics. What about prestige skins like LOR? Is prestige skins, are those things that you buy though early, or I don't think they had anything to do with your rank, do they? Maybe I'm wrong. I would like Riot to give LOR something. I don't necessarily know what that is, but something to show off, whether it be a cool card back or a little legend, or sorry, like not little legend, but yeah, guardian, little legend, same thing. Nexus swag. Just give me, you know, just give us a little something. All right, well, my food's gonna get cold and I am pretty hungry. I'm really enjoying talking about this though. When you get Diamond or Master, you get Prestige Skin and League. Oh, that would actually be really smart. I think it wouldn't make sense for them financially though, potentially. I don't know. A special skin in League is actually a great idea because, I mean, part of the reason you want people to play LOR is to get them to play League of Legends. I'm surprised they actually don't do more connections like that. That's a brilliant idea, actually. But yeah, I love talking about this stuff with y'all, but man, I'm so freaking hungry. Oh yeah, some sort of Porochroma Guardian would be neat. Yes, just give me something, please, Riot, please. Victoria skins, yes, Victoria skins, but like LOR, just give me something. There's so much they can do and they just don't do it. All right, I'm gonna go raid Raleigh. Victoria's feels so underwhelming with only an icon. Yeah, and prismatics, but yeah, it feels underwhelming when it's still 3 months. It's the same time that an Overwatch season was. I think they might have been a little bit longer in Overwatch, maybe 6 months. Okay. Oh, I spelt it wrong. All right, we're gonna go raid her. Say hi, be kind. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Hopefully I, you know, once again will be able to be streaming more in the future. I'm already streaming more since my surgery than I was before my surgery. I'm feeling so much better. Not perfect, but so much better. Really excited to be back and spending a little less time on YouTube, streaming more. I really love streaming. After doing it, I'm just like, dang, I really just love streaming. That's why I started in the first place. So I'm happy to be back at it. Thank you so much, everyone. Go say hi to Raleigh. Bye.